Welcome to another episode of Across the Pond MMA. You already know by now. Myself, Benji MMA, Alfredo MMA, Marauder MMA, Zombie Man J. We're all here today to bless you with a blessed episode on this blessed whatever day it is this video's uploaded. So, without further ado, Marauder, I wanted to ask you a question today. Arman Tsarukyan he's been in a bit of trouble, right? Some people are kicking off at him. Some people are being very upset with him. If you didn't know, guys, which you probably do know, Arman Tsarukyan punched George Poulas. I believe that is his name.
Yeah.
Giorgio Poulas, who's like a influencer wrestler, freestyle wrestler. Marauder, what's your take on it? And why did what happened?
I was actually there in person, and from the press conference, I knew it was going to happen because they were getting chippy, and you're not supposed to get chippy with Arman. He's not a lame nigga. He's a real gangster. He's a real fighter. So Giorgio was being dirty as shit. He was slapping him and this, that, and he was trying to be a bully. And after it happened, I seen all these niggas on Twitter, online, TikTok, niggas crying like, oh, Arman, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Nigga, what the fuck are y'all niggas talking about? It's combat sports, nigga. It's a fighting sport. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why did he not punch him? Giorgio was trying to be a bully, nigga. And you guys got mad that Arman punched him. Oh, he shouldn't get a title shot. He shouldn't get a title shot for fighting, nigga. Are we not watching? So there's a separation of combat sport fans and fighting fans. All the combat sport fans are the soft niggas that were getting bullied and swirlied, and they just went to go tell the principal. The fighting fans are the niggas that like to watch fighting. Arman punched him one time. It wasn't anything bad that niggas are acting like Arman knocked him out. It was a punch because he was being dirty. And then these niggas want to go online and be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, don't give him the title shot. This nigga did nothing wrong. He stood up for himself. I don't know why niggas are getting mad for somebody standing up for themselves.
Do you want me to tell you what it reminds me of? And it's a bit different. Do you remember when Floyd Mayweather got headbutted by I forgot his name. He got headbutted like 2 or 3 times. And then like he touched gloves and then Floyd just fucking chinned him straight to and everyone was like, oh my God, Floyd, that's no respect. He just cheap shotted him. I'm like, bro, if you got headbutted in a fight and it was deliberate, you would be fuming. And if someone keeps on slapping you around the head, especially someone like Arman Tsarukyan, who's known for having a short temper, what do you think's going to happen? You wound him up and you paid the price. It's that simple, you know what I mean? I don't know why people are moaning about this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of selective outrage because people are like, oh, you shouldn't give him a title shot for that, man, dude. That's dishonorable. Conor McGregor literally threw a dolly at the window, cut Michael Chiesa open, gave Rose Namajunas PTSD, and they used that for promo against Khabib. Khabib was out here jumping dudes. The Dagestani crew, they be jumping people. Like, why are we acting like when it comes to Arman, it's like we're holier than thou? Bro, Giorgio, honestly, I wish Arman would have curb stomped him. Like, bro, I hate Giorgio. This man, first of all, biggest fake demon ever. You're going to come in here talking about, oh, nobody takes me down, da-da-da-da. Bro, you're out here wrestling scrubs on the street, and there's a high school kid or a college kid who took you down, and then you went, oh, he lied about his experience. Already, strike number 1 for me. 2, in an MMA fight or any combat sport, whether it's jiu-jitsu, wrestling, whatever, you don't get to tape yourself up in between the match. This man's complaining about, oh, my little fingers, I got to tape up my fingers. I thought you was supposed to be like, Mr. I never get taken down. What? You need a little buddy tape and you're stalling because you're gassing out? Third of all, you should be grateful because some of these grapplers, some of these non-MMA fighters, except for boxers, I think boxers understand this a little better. They forget you're not a fighter. Giorgio, you are a wrestler. You're not a fighter. So when you're going in there with Arman Tsarukyan, and you're trying to rage bait, you're clubbing him, and you're doing all these hard collar ties, and you're shoving. You're only doing that because you're in the confines of wrestling. Because I know you wouldn't do that if y'all were off the mat. And Arman showed you the difference of what a wrestler is and what a fighter is. And the truth is, I wish Arman would have went out there and gave him the axe kick of death in that match. I'm going to be honest, because I watched that, and I'm like, bro, these guys are not wrestling. This guy's out here just doom. And then he's like, oh, I didn't do anything, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Like, no. Giorgio, I wish you would have got slept. And the fact he's going in here in a stretcher too, the neck brace. Come on, bro. Be a real man, bro. What is up with your, and I know he probably one of the ones who's like, Mr. America first, da-da-da-da. And you're a soy boy putting on a neck brace. And then you got your 80-year-old dad jumping in for you, bro. You got to be ashamed of yourself. Your dad could have had a heart attack trying to save you because you want to be a fake demon. What is wrong with you, bro? That's what I just got to say.
Yeah, I wish I would have kicked that nigga's dad in the chest, homie. Oh, shit. Yeah, I wish I would have, bro. I was, fuck, man, that was annoying, nigga. I really wish Arman just punched him, not even waited till the match over. Just go for a punch, knockout, clean, stretcher, and bro, I hate that nigga, bro. He's a bully.
When I didn't actually watch the match originally. I watched UFC, and then I was planning on going to sleep, peacefully passing away after forcing myself to stay up all night. But it came up on my Twitter, all the news feeds. I feel like it's kind of how Marauder was saying it. It was phrased like it was Arman who just got angry because he was struggling against Georgio, so he ended up lashing out and punching him. And I feel like my first reaction was, oh, come on, he headbutts Dan Hooker at a weigh-in when he's literally fighting him tomorrow and breaks his nose. Like, Arman, chill your beans, bro. You're not doing yourself any favours here. But then I watched the match, and, like, I think Arman did wait. Like, you could tell Arman was waiting until the end of the match before he was like, right, I've got to hit him at least one time. And to be honest with you, like you guys are saying, Arman Tsarukyan's not exactly someone you want to be fucking around with like that. You know what I mean? Arman Tsarukyan's not a wrestler. He's shown when he headbutted Dan Hooker, if you even say it when it's on site when I see Arman, he's literally going to take that as it's actually on site. So Arman Tsarukyan's just not the person you want to do that with. Although what I will say is, it kind of goes back to what we were saying about Conor McGregor. Even if you don't like it for whatever reason, Arman's gone viral because of it. And again, Arman Tsarukyan lately, he's making himself more undeniable to get the next title shot because he's becoming such a big mainstream name, in my opinion.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. I was about to say, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is going to cost him a title. I'm like, I can low-key see that, but at the same time, I could actually see Dana defend it, but like, well, that's why you don't fuck around with a UFC fighter. And not only that, again, it's just made him big as a name. So, yeah, maybe it will fuck him over, but I don't think it will fuck him over for a title shot, personally.
No, all the people that are saying that are the niggas that abide by all rules. Nigga, I've never been in jail, nigga. I've never been in trouble. My record's clean, nigga. And I'm still over here saying, nigga, we need more niggas like Arman. All the niggas are like, he did this, he's in trouble. Nigga, shut up, bro. Y'all niggas were never even in the conversation to give a nigga authority to, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that shit, bro.
I just think people got to remember that guy's a Russian gangster. I get that he's ethnically Armenian, born in Georgia, but that man grew up in Russia. And them Russian gangsters hit different, bro. See, like, you got to understand, they don't care about the whole, like, well, I don't say they, like, all, but that side of the MMA guys, the wrestlers, they're not going to do the whole, oh, you know what, bygones be bygones. I mean, Habib, let's not forget, you know, people like that, Habib is holier than thou. People think I'm talking about the Conor fight. I'm talking about when he pulled up an Artem Lobov with like 5 other goons, and he like collar tied that boy and was like, "Yeah, listen here, brother, listen." Like, people forget, bro. So
people forget that like Habib started the Conor beef technically because of that.
I mean, yeah, that is true. So I just think the way I look at it is, I know there might be some WWE people watching. I feel like Arman's in like that Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes era where like he's building himself outside the UFC. He's on the indie scene, just doing all this stuff. And now, if I'm going to be honest, I bet you more people know Arman Tsarukyan than Justin Gaethje. I think so. Like them kids who watch the kick streams or whatever, they're probably like, they might not know Arman's name. They're like, oh, that's the guy who was on the Aiden Ross stream, bro. Like, I really think Dana White's kind of sitting back and letting all this play out because you'll have fans who want to see him fight because he's been denied. But now that he's going on doing all this, I think if we're talking like popularity, he's only really behind like Patty Pimblett, but Patty just lost, so he out of the picture. I think he's got a bigger name than Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and I think because the hardcore fans and the people that usually watch the sport, even during the Gaethje and Pimblett fight, were all saying these two would not be Ilya. Why is Arman not fighting for the interim title? More people are catching on to it. And actually, this kind of reminds me of, it's not the same, but you remember when Leon Edwards was never even the most entertaining fighter throughout the early parts of his career. But because he was constantly being denied a title shot that he deserved, he kind of became somebody everybody rooted for, because everyone was mentioning him, saying he's worked so hard, he's on a win streak, he deserves to get up there. I feel like Arman Tsarukyan's kind of becoming not an underdog, but kind of like you're rooting for him. You want to see him get what he deserves finally.
Yeah,
so I think there's an element of that to it going into an Ilya fight.
It just it doesn't feel like Arman's even in the UFC anymore.
Yeah, true. And he only fought a couple months ago, didn't he, against Danny Boy?
Yeah, I mean, that fight didn't feel like canon though. It didn't really. I feel like the last canon Arman fight was the Charles fight, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's almost 2 years ago.
It's been that long. It literally doesn't feel like he's in the UFC.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, did you see? This isn't like didn't say this week, but did he say it like a couple of weeks ago where he said he's very willing to go down to 145?
He's tweaking.
Yeah,
bro.
don't do
that.
Don't do that, bro. Lerone Murphy gonna hurt you, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Lerone Murphy.
Are you taking the mic?
Don't match up Lerone and Milky Zael. Because Lerone is a fighter that
why are we talking about Michael Jackson, kid, bro?
Well, Lerone fights at kicking range, and that's his bread and butter. And what is Milkael Zakasa's bread and butter? Kicking range, but in the southpaw stance. So when they fight, he's going to get broken up.
So dudes beat Danny Ige, and now all of a sudden we're talking about being Lerone, bro. Listen, there's progression.
Danny Ige almost set Lerone into a stinger.
That was prime Danny Ige. That was prime Danny Ige.
No, he wasn't.
How was the prime? That nigga was always a win one, lose one guy.
But he's never prime. Though. He's out of his prime.
Danny Ige is Lerone Murphy's best win.
He was never.
Weren't Danny Ige coming off a win against Sean Woodson against Costa?
No, he's come up a loss to Pitbull.
Lost against Pitbull.
Oh,
But still, but Benji, they throw prime in front of every nigga.
Pitbull's old. Pitbull got knocked out by Chijori Suzuki and Rising a couple years ago, and we're talking about Pitbull. Come on, bro. Let's be free.
Yeah, but low-key Pitbull would drop Lerone.
Oh,
you don't even believe that?
No, I don't think he would win, but I think he'll drop him.
With what?
With what? A straight right down the pipe?
I mean, are you picking Aaron Pico to beat Pitbull?
Yes, Aaron Pico's gonna kill him. Yes.
Oh yeah. Aaron Pico's although Pitbull's a bit crafty. Anyway, lads, UFC.
Think about that more.
We will. And to be fair, is that for UFC 327?
Yeah,
that's Miami.
Yes, we will be coming to that later today. But I do want to touch upon, because UFC Fight Night just wrapped up yesterday, I think it's important we do talk about Lone'er Kavanagh.
I'm the real British bloke here. Listen, because the two Brits right here didn't pick Lone'er Kavanagh. I'm the only one who stood on business. Now pick Kavanagh. Y'all were talking about elevation. Y'all were talking about short notice. Talking about no rank. He's too young. I don't care. Top 3 skill for skill flyweight in the world.
Listen. Hang on. I didn't say he was too young or anything like that. But it was valid that he's got shit cardio in the past, and it was at elevation on short notice. That was a valid fucking take.
I get 1,000%. Those were valid concerns. I even addressed that. But what I was saying,
I feel like this Lone'er Kavanagh fight. So as you all know, whatever, I don't care. I'm pre-prime in 2026. I'm off to a slow start. My predictions in 2026 have been bad, like really bad. I'm yet to get a main event right this year, lads. So I was desperate for a safe pick. And I was like, I feel like it logically, factually, wouldn't make as much sense for Lone'er Kavanagh to beat Brandon Moreno at elevation on short notice when he's just coming off a knockout loss in his previous fight. I did predict that Kavanagh would probably win the first 2 and then slow down. And to be fair, round 3, Moreno, I felt like, crafted it up a little bit. But what I wanted to ask you lot is, the decision kind of met a bit of controversy. I personally don't see why. What's your take on it? Is there any argument Moreno won?
What's the controversy?
No, there's no argument. I know people are trying to say it's a robbery, those are the niggas that need attention, bro. Those are the niggas that there's a certain amount of people in the community that will just try to stir shit up and push a
Bro,
narrative.
Not
Nigga,
even the Mexicans think it was a robbery. Not even the Mexicans.
Bro, you know something though. When in the last 3 rounds, when Moreno at moments was holding Lone'er up against the fence, I was like, you know something. If Brandon Moreno's name, because he builds Lego and he's nice and stuff like that, if this man's name was Brandon Magomedov, brother, he's getting heat. Like, that would not fly in the MMA community, bro. Like, the way he was fighting to try and desperately win the fight in the last 3 rounds, he was stalling out the fight. He had no answers.
All I'm going to say is, and people might not like this, that the way that Moreno was fighting wasn't very Mexican of him. You know, you think of a Mexican fighter, you're thinking, oh, grit, pure grit. But no, he came across an Englishman who chewed up the leg and he couldn't do anything about it. And it left him saying, all right then, I'll stall against you, mate. And I just want to say, Lone'er Kavanagh, he beats Joshua Van.
Bro, how?
Wait.
You
We
know
can't even say that's crazy. We can't even
bro,
say that's
you
crazy.
can't, it's not even crazy, but
Bro,
do you
Marauder,
imagine-
last week you were saying, oh, if Moreno and Van fought, it'll be the best boxing display. Kavanagh just
Bro,
outboxed him.
I think Kavanagh and Van would be an amazing fight.
Lone'er Lone'er is good, but can we stop hyping these niggas up? He's not that good. Can we stop? Like, look, bro, after this card, niggas are gonna go talk about Imano Rodriguez. He's ass. Don't say his name. There's no point of saying people's name when there's clear holes in their game. Don't hype up Imano Rodriguez. Don't hype up David Martinez. Is that the nigga name? Stop hyping these niggas up when there's holes in their game. This is why Cheeto has a name. He did one thing, and now niggas are talking like he's the next big thing.
Oh
He
my
has holes in
God.
his game. There's no points of hyping these guys up.
Hold on, though. I'm going to say this with Lone'er Kavanagh, though. The only real hole that I've seen based off the Moreno fight was a little bit of lack of urgency to get off the fence. I will say that. His cardio, I mean, in terms of his pacing, was really good. I feel like he was a bit overly patient. I think he could have finished Moreno in that second round. But if I'm looking at him with either Hiraguchi, Pantoja, Van, Kopp, and who else is in that? Tyra. There's a path to victory in all those fights for him.
Yeah,
they're legit.
There is.
And I think, honestly, again, like I said, skill for skill, I think he's already top 3. Like, if I'm thinking about the full package, I think his hardest matchup probably, I don't even know. That's the problem with flyweight. I still with Tyra, because now here's the thing with Moreno, right? I'm not sure how much I can rate Tyra beating Moreno. Not that I don't think it's because I picked Moreno to be Tyra, so I'm not saying it's not a great win, but it's clear Moreno, even in the Urseg win, he's like not there. Like, he's good, but he's in that Aldo territory, may I say, you know, where people are like, oh, he's 31, 32, he still should be in his prime. But I'm like, nah, I don't think so.
I think he had too many wars with Figgy, and then the last war he had with Pantoja was too much, and now he's just
The thing is, though, but he did. I do agree, but then he looked really good against Urseg, and I know it's Amir Albazi, but he also looked sharp against Amir Albazi. He hasn't really looked sharp since, in my opinion. But I do think, I know we're talking about cardio. I do think a lot of it played into the fact that Moreno couldn't pressure him or anything. He doesn't have that, as Marauder like to say, fear factor. Whereas when he was fighting Charles Johnson, you always got to be switched on in case he can chin you. You know what I mean? And not only that, Charles Johnson's a big guy for flyweight, so he was just constantly pushing the pace. And because Kavanagh did a great job of chewing at the leg of Moreno, he had no hope of really pressuring or anything like that. So I think that because Kavanagh was able to fight at his pace, I think that's why his cardio looked a bit better. And I know Jay said about, no urgency when he was thinking. I do agree, but I also think he's thinking in the back of his head, well, I don't want to try and get out of these positions and I start gassing out and then, like PTSD sort of shit. He doesn't want to get caught again like he did in his last one. So I think that played a part in it as well.
It's really interesting because, so in round 4, actually, for some reason, people were like really arguing with me and like really dead set on Brandon Moreno winning round 4 because he held him against the fence and landed some knees to the thigh. But in round number 4, even if it is a small moment, Lone'er Kavanagh landed some brutal calf kicks.
Oh yeah.
He landed some brutal calf kicks that buckled the lead leg. And I want to ask you lot, right? In a round where it's just kind of not much is happening, but you do get that little flurry where someone hurts the other guy's lead leg, that should separate them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all in agreement.
It's who's more effective. What's more effective? Holding someone up against a cage and not doing anything with it, not advancing, not really landing anything but pitter-patter, or someone visibly hurting someone where they're limping on the fucking leg. You know what I mean? It's who's more effective. That's more effective when you've hurt someone and they're compromised on their leg. That's the more effective thing there.
I'll take it a step further. People thought I was like rage baiting and all this. I scored the fight 50-44. I gave round 2 a 10-8. Hold on. Let me explain. In round 2, if you read the judging criteria, because it's been updated for 2026, I don't know exactly when it went in effect, but it's in effect now. You don't necessarily have to go out there and kill somebody for a 10-8. It just has to be so dominant. And how close was Loney to finishing the fight in round 2? Pretty close. Like, Brandon Moreno was stumbling around. He was getting pieced up, outstruck bad. But
He got dropped twice.
But let's say you don't think it's a 10-8. I don't think Moreno won a single round of that fight. I don't think he took one round. I think it was a 50-45, at best 50-44, in my opinion. And I'm going to say this. If you hold someone against the fence, you can't win the round unless that's all that happens. Yeah. Let's say I get held up against the fence for 4 minutes and 50 seconds. If I break off and I land a 2 on you, I win the round. Because it doesn't score.
Yeah.
It's not effective grappling. Because it's basically just neutral. If I shoot a takedown and I fail, now if nothing happens, yeah, I win the round because you got to start going down the pegging order. But if I land anything significant and you don't do anything, like the TJ Dillashaw versus Corey Sandhagen Maxson, it's over. That's not going to fly anymore.
Yeah, and kind of like it's when people took issue with Aldo and Bautista, but like, you know, Aldo. You know, was he in his prime against Bal? I don't know. I don't even want to go into it today. But
we're not doing this again. Jose Aldo was not in his prime when he went down to 130-5. We're not doing this again. He wasn't in his prime when he fought Volkanovski. He wasn't in his prime when he fought Holloway twice. Okay, thank you.
Longevity affected him, guys. That's what happened there.
And the old guard is better than the new guard. The old guard is better than the new guard.
Yeah, nah, dude. Let's talk about a guy who needs a LinkedIn account, Daniel Zellhuber. Like, I like, dude. Honestly, who's worse, Zellhuber, Jose Medina, or who's the other guy, Chris Matinho? Because look, like Chris Matinho and Jose Medina are like bad in a way where you can accept it. Because like, let's keep it a buck, right? You look at Jose Medina and you know he's a jobber. You know he's a scrub. Like, he's a DEI hire. Like, he's the only fighter from Bolivia. Like, there's literally never been another Bolivian fighter in UFC history. Like, he is the first guy in UFC history to get signed off of just being good at being trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a skill to, like, go out there consistently and to be able to get whooped and stay in the UFC. Because in the regional scene, if you do that, they don't sign you because you got to have, like, something about you. Now, with Chris Matinho, he plays his role well. Like, sometimes, like, when you play like Fight Night Champion or the UFC game, you need like your little jobber at the beginning of your career to go out there and like he's a tutorial fighter. Like, when you're learning the controls, you go out there and you fight Chris Matinho. I wish they would have given Kai Sakura in Japan, so you know. Actually, let's keep him for one more. UFC Japan, Kai Sakura, knock him out, and then because I'm gonna be honest, Quinones sucks. Like, that guy sucks too. But with Daniel Zellhuber. Here's my problem with him, right? Daniel Zellhuber, when you're tall and you're long, you got six-pack abs, you have the body of a fighter, you're going to war with Esteban Ribovic, but then there's been 3 separate times that Daniel Zellhuber has been over a minus 300 favorite. Trey Ogden, Michael Johnson, and King Green, and you lost all 3. You are the most fraudulent human being to ever walk this earth. You are a fake Mexican. Take that flag out your bio, renounce your nationality. Honestly, bro, like, they got to deport you out of Mexico, bro. You do not deserve to be a proud Mexican, because it is a shame that 50-year-old King Green is emoting on you and knocking you out. That's reserved for guys like Grant Dawson who don't strike. You're supposed to be a Mexican warrior. His last name's Zellhuber. I don't know if there's like a blend that's going on that side's coming out, but it's absolutely disgusting. He is so unbelievably trash. And people love to say, oh, I always pick the black fighter. I picked Zellhuber this one time after I saw him lose to Michael Johnson, and he did it again, bro. This dude sucks.
Bro,
Like,
how is it? How is it? You know what it is with Daniel Zellhuber, right? Let me just give you, this is what I call sexy Latino agenda, right?
He's not a Latino. He's not Latino, bro. We got to renounce that.
What is it? I thought Mexican's Latino.
No. He's not Mexican. That's not no, listen. We don't claim him anymore. We don't claim him.
Oh, right. Well, anyway. Anyway. Daniel Zellhuber, when he signed to the UFC, everybody's like looking at him like, oh God, this guy, he's handsome. He's got a good body. Like, I don't want to get too over to the other side, but you can gather what I might be thinking when I'm looking at Daniel Zellhuber. I'm thinking,
Do you want to shag him or something? Ben?
this guy's got the fundamental base. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's got that ego. He can attract the ego fan base to the UFC. But when it comes to actually fighting, bro, if this guy looked like Chris Moutinho, no one would have ever rated him from the start.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like flirting versus
Daniel
harassment.
Zellhuber looks like he should be a star, but he's not. Do you get what he looks like? He would be good at fighting, in my opinion.
No, he needs to be. He's got to be arrested for impersonating a fighter. Like, that's a crime, bro. Like, that's why I hate Looks Maxi. That Looks Maxi community got to him, bro.
I swear his nickname is the Golden Boy as well.
Exactly.
Golden Boy.
You can't have your nickname as the Golden Boy.
He's aluminum.
You can't call yourself the Golden Boy and then lose every time you're a massive favorite. You can't.
Dude, because this is my thing. We're cutting Jailton Almeida, right? Which we're trying to do this entertainment era. Okay, cool. Jose Medina, though, like, genuinely, if we get to Tuesday, I'm talking Tuesday, and Jose Medina is still in the UFC, I might change my nationality and I might be from Sri Lanka and I'll get signed to the UFC because I guess that's what we're doing now. Like, if I can go in there and get beat up because we're talking about representation, like, I'm all for inclusivity, bro. Trust me, I am. But my problem is, like, Jose Medina's probably got a family. You know, maybe I can be sympathetic. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. He's already lost the sorriest MF championship fight against Shadorovic and UFC Noche. That guy sucks too. But, like, I can get it because I know what I'm getting myself into. Daniel Zellhuber, like, the FBI needs to investigate him because how is he a minus 350, 400 favorite so often?
Yeah.
But he's like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't seem right.
Because they're looking at him thinking, because there's this bullshit narrative where I'm seeing some people even say, after he loses to fucking the ghost of Christmas past, right? The ghost of Michael Johnson. And then I'm seeing him lose to flipping King Green, right? He's not even losing to prime Bobby Green. He's losing to King Green, right? Let me just get, there's Bobby Green and then there's King Green. All right, people. So he's losing to King Green. And then I'm seeing people still saying, he just needs to find out who he is. He just needs to figure it out. No, he sucks.
Yeah, that nigga Zellhuber couldn't handle Black Style. That nigga got beat up by Black Style 2 times in a row. That's not cool. And that's never been cool. What nigga talking about Indeed? Yeah, getting beat up by Black Style twice in a row means you need to go to a hood nigga gym and go train because you're getting beat up by those niggas.
Do you think he needs like a tattoo? Do you think he needs a tattoo on his back or something?
No, nah, he's just a performative Mexican. That's like the problem. Like, he like claims it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the same thing. Remember how Arman said UFC signed him if he would represent Armenia? Like, Arman probably ain't even referenced his Armenian roots till he got to the UFC. That dude identifies as a Russian for real. Like, dude, he's a Russian. Even though he is Armenian. Like, same thing with Ilya Taporia. That dude, he was born in Germany. He don't claim it though. You know, well, actually, to be fair, Spain and Georgia got some people, so maybe that's a little different. Ilya, I'll give him. If anything, you should rep Germany, bro. Spain got Yoel Alvarez. Georgia's got Marab. Germany, we have Abush Magomedov. We need something better. We need Ilya Taporia.
Yeah, and speaking of the card, I don't want to hear any nigga say Emmanuel Rodriguez's name. Don't say his name.
No.
I do have a different name.
We're all talking about Santiago Luna.
Yes.
That's who we're talking about.
Luna, he's good.
21 years old, so mature, well-rounded, mate. I'm not going to say he's going to be a world champion, but If you didn't watch him yesterday, please keep an eye out for him. He is a joy to watch. He's so
what'd
cool
he
to
do?
watch, man. He was just I think before this, all of his wins were by finish, like submissions and knockouts, and he was just like very nice, tight, high guard, a lot of nice jabs, mixing it head and body, going to the legs as well, mixing in his grappling against a guy who was okay, nothing crazy. You got to remember he's only 21, but for a 21-year-old, he looked really good in my opinion, like a very mature performance.
Right, here's the thing, right. So with Santiago Luna, he's another guy that's coming to the UFC in the lower weight classes in particular. And I actually think Ilia Topuria is an underrated pioneer of this generation because he's pioneering a new style, which is it's a fundamental boxing base mixed with a fundamental grappling base too. And these guys, in my opinion, right, they keep kicking to a minimum. And this has made me realise something, right? Kicking, I think it's a lie.
No, hold on. Santiago Luna is Mexican. That's what every Mexican style is.
No, but his style is it's not just like Ilia's, but it's similar.
I would say it's more similar to Piotr Yan.
Piotr Yan's a good boxer too, yeah.
That's what I mean. Piotr Yan is more well-rounded.
In Mexico just train boxing and wrestling.
But Ben, I do find it funny you just say kicking is a lie. If Kavanagh wasn't kicking the calf of Moreno, low-key, that would have been a harder fight for Kavanagh. Like,
it would have. It's not that all kicking is a lie, but the thing is,
stop fence-sitting, Ben. No fence-sitting.
When I see people base the styles off of, like, developing a front kick to the face and a spinning back kick to the body and to the head, and they know all of this crazy shit. I think these guys that come along in the UFC, like Kevin Vallejos or Ilia Topuria, who have really good grappling. So because they have good grappling, you can't really kick at them the same anyway. And then they have a really fundamental, nothing special, nothing crazy. When have you ever seen Ilia Topuria finish off a 1-2 with a fucking question mark kick behind it? He doesn't need to learn how to do that shit because he's fundamental at boxing and he's fundamental with his grappling. And I think this is the best base, in my opinion.
No, his leg kick set up everything.
Yeah, I was gonna.
No, but when he kicks, it's just basic stuff. It's nothing. He's not trying to do stupid shit. He's just fundamental.
So you're talking like more flashy kicks, like spinning back kicks, like
yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's pointless.
I think I would disagree. I think it's like matchup dependent. Because for example, if I take somebody like Edson Barbosa, prime Edson, right? Like you get in there with Edson. I know that certain styles was a pressure him, but kicking can definitely be pretty effective. I mean, I would even say Piotr Yan sets up some pretty good kicks himself.
Yeah.
I mean, Pantoja, when he started implementing a lot more kicking into his game to set up the pressure. I feel like it all just depends. I think Ilia is a bit of like I don't want to say an anomaly, but he's kind of in a situation where he's very compact. He probably doesn't even have the mobility to kick up that high, to be honest. Yeah. So he does take that more lower base, boxing heavy style. But I feel like Islam Makhachev would give him trouble with the kicks, though. I mean, especially in open stance, where you got a guy who's a southpaw. I think that's a huge. I mean, shoot, look, boxing fundamentals could sometimes get you knocked out. Look at Leon Usman. I mean, dude, 5th round, that slip to the outside, but then that same side kick coming over the top. I think I do get what you're saying, though, because I do look at guys like Yair where they spend a lot of their VC, their skill points, their FIFA points on kicking, and it's to like a little bit of a detriment because his bottom game isn't a lot going on.
Yeah, well, but my thing is it's more, it looks cool, right? Watching Edson Barboza and watching who we just talked about, Yair Rodriguez. It looks cool, but actually, I think these guys that are coming along, and I'm saying it's a certain style, like you're saying, where maybe it's the more shorter guys that are compact, like Kevin Vallejos and Ilia Topuria. But these guys are coming along and they're showing that if you have a good grappling base behind you, so someone can't just kick at you constantly. I'm not saying kicks don't work if you just use a boxing style. If you just have a boxing style and without a takedown threat, bro, you're not going to get away with it. But these guys are coming along, and I think they're just showing that a steady fundamental boxing base can take you much higher than trying to practice all this flashy shit and being kind of unorthodox all the time and unfundamental with your boxing. But I think boxing as a whole in MMA, there used to be this narrative that you couldn't even go into MMA in a boxing stance at one point. I remember people saying that you just can't do that. You just can't fight like that in MMA. But I think these guys are coming along and they're showing that, bro, boxing has its place in MMA. And I'm really impressed with some of these guys that are coming along.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think you're right with it. I think Jay made a great point when he was on about like body types as well. Like imagine if you had someone who's dead tall and rangy, and they just relied all on boxing, and you know when their whole game was getting on the inside of the pocket when there's some tall guy instead of using the range and using the kicks and stuff like that. It just wouldn't really make sense. So I think it's just you kind of got to play to it like imagine if Mark Hunt was like spamming high kicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
I do think your body type and stuff like that does play a massive part into it. But when you say about fundamentals, at the end of the day, fundamentals is always going to be the key. Like, whoever masters the fundamentals usually is the superior fighter because fundamentals are the most important part. And that's why everyone gets taught before fundamentals.
You know what it is? Because again, MMA is still a little bit in the dark ages where you still have guys in the top 5, top 10 in almost all divisions who are lacking in basic fundamentals. I mean, we can talk about heavyweight all day, but I mean, we can talk about light heavyweight too. I mean, we're talking about Jiri Prochazka, a guy who I don't even know if he trains MMA. Like, this is a guy who gets in there in a dojo, out here hitting trees. I mean, he's a real life Tekken fighter, and I do rock with it, but when he runs into people who have some basic fundamentals like Ulberg and Pijeda and King Mo, it's a different ball game. And
he's gonna go to Yuri's fucking going to sleep. This is one of the easiest fight predictions I have for this year. Ulberg will sleep Yuri, and it will be quick.
Do you know what I find crazy actually though? So it feels like when that fight got announced, all I'm seeing is Yuri has got this, like, this is a Yuri win, like, Yuri's title. And I'm like, even if you think Yuri's going to win, you shouldn't be confident. Like, this shouldn't be. I feel like Ulberg's super underrated. Lads, just for a bit of backstory, as you know, I tried to mention Carlos Ulberg against Khamzat Chimaev. I was trying to put his name in the big leagues, and no one wanted to talk to me about him. You know what I mean?
I was willing to talk about it. I was willing to
I'm not willing to talk about it.
It was a stupid conversation.
It was a pointless conversation that I didn't think about. But still, Carlos Ulberg versus Jiri Prochazka for me, bro. Some people are getting too... Like, Alex has left the division, yes. But, yeah, he might run into the same problems against Ulberg.
He will. It's not he might. It's he will. He will go to Yuri is a dumbass fighter. He doesn't do anything fundamentally sound. He getting hurt by Volkan Oezdemir, Glover,
Rakic.
This nigga has got hurt by everybody and he's losing rounds. He's losing a round to Jamal Hill. Like, he's not good. He's not good. Niggas are only relying on him to, he's gonna just come in the 5th round or the 3rd round and finish him. That's how you're relying on somebody. You can't break down the fight. Okay, good luck.
I will say this though. MMA is a sport though where there are no truths. There really aren't. Like, this is the same sport where Joanna Pena did beat Nunes. Like, it did happen. Like, no one at the time was picking Pena unless you were so ahead of the curve, right? We've seen Matt Serra make GSP tap to strikes. I mean, there's no absolutes. Like, so that does have to be stated. However, my thing with Jiri Prochazka is this. Jiri Prochazka has a certain privilege that he gets that I don't think gets afforded to other fighters, right? In fact, let me say this. Jamal Hill mauled Glover Teixeira. Like, he beat him up for the entire fight. He was whooping him. But when people talk about this fight, they go, you beat up a washed old Glover, da-da-da-da. Okay, let's say that's true. Jiri Prochazka because the ghost of Dustin Poirier possessed Glover Teixeira, that's why Jiri Prochazka had gold around his waist. Like, Glover Teixeira then that guy's from Brazil. Like, he trained like under the original like lineage of jiu-jitsu, right? They probably have never even taught him to jump a gilly before. Like, that's probably like a sin in Brazil. And he did that for whatever reason, because he was like, Yuri's like so trash, bro. I could just try this and nothing's gonna happen. And he got tapped out with no hooks. And I know, at least for me, people talk about that fight being one of their favorite fights of all time. I actually hate that fight because it's one of the few fights where I actively am screaming at my TV, like, this is a championship fight. What are we doing? It's like the same thing with Patty and Gaethje. I'm like, what are we doing? These are two guys fighting. Now, Glover, not really as much, because Glover was whooping him. Like, I give all love and respect to Glover. He's an OG. I love him. But Jiri, I like Jiri, but it's just like, I know if Jiri was a different person, but same style, people would be calling him trash. Like, and they wouldn't be assuming that he's just going to win the belt. And Ulberg has the issue of being he's in a good camp, but he's not the first. Because you had Izzy, you had Kai Kara-France, you had Volk, you had all these guys who like built themselves before him. So when you got the new wave of those guys of city kickboxing, I feel like Ulberg gets looked at as like, I don't know. Yeah, like little bro. But whole time Izzy said he's better than me. Izzy said this years ago. He said, this Ulberg guy, he's better than me. Now, he did get knocked out by Njoku, but we don't got to talk about that. Like,
no, we do got to talk about it because you guys seem to like disrespecting my boy Jiri Prochazka, and I'm to be honest, boys, I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of Jiri Prochazka, one of the most entertaining and fun fighters on the entirety of the UFC roster.
Okay, wait, Alfredo, tell me how Yuri's gonna win then. Tell me how he's gonna win.
Happily, I'll tell you how Yuri's gonna win. He's gonna win how you always
don't think
wins.
about it now. Tell me how he's gonna win, because you can't explain it to me.
Let me talk. So, what's going to happen?
There's no breaking down.
You're not letting me talk. So, what's going to happen is, it's going to be the exact same as every fight. Ulberg's going to be piecing him up, and then he's going to come to the realization, shit, this man, I can't put him away. I'm not, my little hands aren't capable of putting away this samurai in front of me who's on a quest to destroy anything.
You just broke it down incorrectly.
Path.
Okay,
how have I broke it down incorrectly? That happens in every Jiri fight.
Incorrectly.
It happens in every Jiri fight.
You broke it down incorrectly. Yes, it happens to every Jiri fight, but guess what? Ulberg doesn't piece people up. Ulberg is a counter striker. He does not piece people up. You broke it down incorrectly.
Pereira can fight in counter-strike as well. Pereira can do the same.
But Ulberg is a predominantly counter-striker, so he's not going to be piecing up Jiri. He's going to find the one shot, and Jiri sleeps.
But he won't go sleep, though. He won't.
That's
he won't go,
when
go to sleep.
When Jiri Prochazka fought Alexander Rakic, so this isn't the same as Carlos Ulberg, because like Marauder said, Ulberg's not going to be constantly touching Jiri. He's literally going to wait, set up his shot, try find the shot.
No, he's going to have to. He's going to have to be active. Oh, Jiri's going to fucking pummel him.
Name me two good Jiri wins. Name me two good Jiri wins.
Two good Jiri wins. So off the top of my head, you got the Khalil one and you got the Hill one. But name me two good Ulberg wins.
Nigga, what? Whoa! Slow down. Who you just named?
We got to go with Hill and Khalil.
The nigga that got knocked out by Johnny Walker. The nigga that got knocked out by
the
nigga that lost the decision to Jacoby Dustin.
Now name two of Ulberg's best wins.
Jan Blachowicz.
Okay, a close one could have gone to Jan Blachowicz. Okay, a close competitive fight could have gone to a washed version of Jan Blachowicz. Okay, good example.
No, but right. So when Ulberg fights Jiri, I feel like what Alfredo's saying about Jiri could be true. Where yes, he's going to keep wading in on Ulberg, and he's going to keep trying to find him. And Ulberg, he's going to be a little bit more active. But for me, Alex Pereira showed this, right? When Alex Pereira fought Jiri the second time, and it's very possible Ulberg is nowhere near as technical or has the ability to find a shot the same way Alex Pereira did. But Alex Pereira kind of, in the rematch with Jiri, he saw through the bullshit. He took the center of the octagon. He didn't just go to war with Jiri, but he measured him. He stayed active with his lead hand, stayed active with his kicks, targeted the calf of Jiri, and then eventually he lulled Jiri in to waiting for him, and he put him out. As easy
Yeah,
as
the
that.
blueprint is there.
The
Ulberg
blueprint
trains
is
with
there.
high level
The blueprint's
kickboxers.
there
He is
for
one.
against Ulberg,
He's training with
though.
Yes,
Adesanya.
but the blueprint for Ulberg. The thing is with Ulberg,
What's the blueprint for Ulberg?
He tired out against Kennedy. He was like, he couldn't take it anymore. He wilted, and then Kennedy
talking about his
slapped
UFC
him.
debut.
I mean, is
You're
that
talking about
still
his
not a
UFC
fight? Is
debut?
that not relevant?
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Every single
You bring
year
up
he gets
Volkanovski to me.
rocked
Was that
around.
not
Bro,
Yuri's UFC debut?
Yeah.
I think Navil
Will Zamir
Sterling
was
would beat
beating the
Yuri,
shit
by
out
the
of
way.
him.
Who would beat Yuri? Sorry.
Navil Sterling. I think he'd beat him.
Oh, we're not doing. No, keep him
Oh
out
my
of the conversation. No one's
God.
fucking
Wait,
gassing him up.
What? What do you mean?
Oh
How
my
we not?
god!
Steely. No, we're not
Do you know
doing
who
this.
Navil
Navajo
beat
Sterling
Yuri?
sucks.
We're not falling for this shit.
Navajo Sterling can't fight.
Navil Sterling literally is a higher level kickboxer than Ulberg, though. Higher level.
He went to decision with Tukos Turcos, nigga. That's not. That
Okay.
was never cool.
Okay, but he was
What
whooping
the
him. Though.
hell?
Like if the fight wasn't close, though, he was whooping him.
That's
Well,
not.
you can have stinkers in the Ulberg's performance.
All of his
against Yan.
performances have been stinkers.
That's
Yeah,
not true.
Ulberg's-
That's not true.
Yes,
Ulberg's
yes,
performance.
That's not true. That's not true.
Ulberg's performance against Jan Blachowicz, I don't think it was absolutely impressive, but he did show that, again,
Bro.
he's very composed. He doesn't break under pressure at this stage of his career. All right, I know the Enzo Chukwu fight. We could talk about that if you want. But with Ulberg, my only question, it's not a question of whether he's better than Yuri. It's just, will he be able to do Yuri the same way Alex did or similar? Because there's a good chance that we're kind of overrating Ulberg's technical ability, if that makes sense.
No,
Bro,
we're
every
not.
single
We've seen
Yuri
it,
fight,
nigga.
he's
We just
always
seen it on
getting predicted
display.
that he's going to get knocked out. Every single Yuri fight, the guy's better technically, so therefore he's going to find the chin of Yuri Prohaska and put him away. And
But-
what ends up happening, man?
But a guy
Every
like
time.
Khalil,
This,
for
this is
example,
different. This is
though,
a defensive
Why is
fighter.
this
This is a
different?
defensive
a guy
fighter.
like
It's
a guy
different.
like Khalil, right? For
It's
example.
different because he's fighting a defensive fighter. Khalil Roundtree is not a defensive fighter. He's a
No,
But
it's
a guy-
not, you're
when
right.
he fought,
I
when he
I
fought
don't-
Khalil,
he's
I
a-
picked
he-
Khalil
bro,
to beat him.
This
and,
is completely different.
Yeah, it is different. But when he fought Khalil, I picked Khalil to beat him. And
He did
like
too.
you're saying, no, but like you're saying, Khalil's somebody in front of Yuri. He wastes energy. He's bursting forwards. He's exploding. He's tense. Ulberg's relaxed. He's measured. And the thing is, if you're relaxed and you're measured and you're just kind of, you're feeling your way into the fight with Yuri, all of a sudden, Yuri, when you're actually watching him doing all this herky-jerky shit, his ponytail swinging around, swinging his hair back and forth, bro, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, Yuri is bullshit. Yeah, I can't see it, Marauder. You need to move it more central.
No, I can see it. Yeah, nothing came of it. And Ulberg wouldn't do anything about it either.
He just threw four flying knees in 3 minutes.
Correct.
Nigga, are you telling me Ulberg's not
Hang
counting
on.
on that dumbass shit?
Hang on, are we just clipping things and putting them together and say he just did it all in one go?
He just threw 4 flying knees in 3 minutes of time, nigga. What the fuck? Bro, and none of them even got close. What is he doing? He's just doing shit in there. So when he goes against a defensive counter striker, he's going to get put out. There is no other way.
Yeah,
He's not going to get put out. He's not going to get
Okay,
put
Alfredo, explain to me what he was doing in there with those flying knees.
out. Giving him something to think about.
Yeah.
And nigga
What,
wasn't
is
giving
that
nobody
not a
think
thing?
about
Is that not a thing?
He was just
But
he
Ulberg's
just
too
jumping up in the air.
Ulberg's going to see through that, though, I feel like. I just feel like with you,
He couldn't see. He could, but he couldn't make the reads on a washed, old, sluggish Jan Blachowicz. Fair,
But to be honest with you, that old
Let's not like
Jan
y'all might not be
Blachowicz-
better than Yuri though. Let's not act like y'all might not be better.
Jan would get finished by Yuri right now. Maybe prime Jan. Fair, I'll say.
He might not.
Right,
Though. Jan's got a great
current
chin.
Jan. Yeah, Jan's got a good chin, but I'm telling you
got
right now,
great
Yuri
leg
would finish him.
Y'all took Big Ank to a majority draw, bro. Let's
Yeah,
not
Big
act
Ank's
like,
got negative fight IQ.
Bro, you know
and
who
you, wait, let's not like Big Ank can't beat Yuri too though.
What do you mean
Stylistically, he
Big
could
Ink has
do.
negative fight IQ. I've never heard that ever. Why would you say that?
How's he not got negative fight IQ? He never checked the leg kicks whatsoever when
Name
Jan
me.
Blachowicz, that was the main weapon against him.
Checking the leg kicks is not negative fight IQ. Negative fight IQ is
How was it
straight
not?
into Alex Pereira with his hands down.
How was it not? How was it not? I don't understand
That's
how it
negative
wasn't.
fight IQ.
I don't understand how you've made that
Checking the-
comparison,
he
to be
can't-
honest.
He can't see the leg kicks.
How couldn't he see the leg kicks? I don't get this.
Because
Everyone
Alex
knows
sets
Jan
it up, he throws
Blachowicz's
them
main
weird.
weapons is one of them is the leg kicks, and he couldn't do anything about it.
Well, Jan Blachowicz was going shit. No, he was going shin to shin. What? How do you gonna check that?
How are you going to check what? You can easily check that.
Shin to shin?
Well, if Ank was good enough in his prime, he would have beat Jan Blachowicz, but he didn't.
Yeah. Although it was a close fight.
Jan
but-
Blachowicz would give Yuri
Current Jan,
Polish
Jan,
problems,
no.
nigga.
A few years ago, yeah, but current Jan, no way.
I don't know, man. Dude, I'm gonna be honest.
know,
like,
yeah.
let's not like Paulo Costa can't beat Yuri.
He can't. He can't.
What are we doing,
can't.
man?
Not Paulo Costa.
Azamat Mirzakhanov might knock out
Azamat
Yuri.
Mirzakhanov would. Azamat Mirzakhanov
He
would.
would. I don't think he would,
I
but
know-
there's a
I know.
possibility. I'm not
Well-
sold on Azamat Mirzakhanov.
He's an amazing fighter, bro, that guy.
He's
I,
not an
I don't
amazing
like
fighter.
the Blachowicz.
I think he is.
Bro, he was
I
struggling
don't like
against
the
Alonso
Blachowicz disrespect,
Menifield.
Alfredo.
Pardon?
Alfredo, Blachowicz beat Pereira. He
Didn't.
beat Ank. He,
Nah,
he-
Um,
I don't know
I
about-
can't remember how I
him
can't remember how I
beating
scored it. I don't remember how I scored it, but he definitely didn't beat
he
Alex.
beat the
in my
shit out.
opinion.
He outstruck Alex. He beat the shit out of Alex. He beat the shit out of him.
Well, he didn't beat the shit out of him.
Bro, there's
He-
been a lot of, but to be fair, he arguably, there's been a lot of fights with Jan Blachowicz where, really, bro, a lot of these close decisions he got, funnily enough, if he got all of them, which he could have done, bro, he could literally be the second greatest light heavyweight of all time. When
It's
you
just
think about it.
Jan Blachowicz and Peter Yan, the same fighter.
Yeah, he
They're
literally
in one
really
sport.
good, and they make them. Jay, their fights are super close.
Yeah. Not the
they
same
say
as in
Jan.
like,
They say so since they like Jan, they count all those losses as a win. Okay, Aljamain Sterling beat the fuck out of him in the second fight. I
Didn't beat the
watched
fuck
it.
out of him.
Yeah,
He
was
beat him. He
the
didn't
dog
beat the
shit
fuck out of him. No, he didn't.
He beat the.
No, he didn't.
He
got
beat the
10-8'd.
dog shit out
It
of him,
all
nigga.
came down. It all
By
came.
doing what?
Alfredo,
Holding the
Alfredo,
back for 3
Alfredo.
minutes.
He was
with
telling
no
me-
strikes.
Aljamain
Come
Sterling beat the dog shit out of Jan.
No,
Like,
he
hold
didn't.
on, we know.
No,
we
He
know.
beat the
that.
dog.
No,
He
Jan
beat
is-
him. He beat
The
him.
first fight was more of a beat down, if
mistake
anything.
about Jan. No, the biggest
No,
mistake about
you're
Jan
taking the piss.
is that they claim him as one of the most skilled fighters of all time. He got the dog shit beat out of him by Aljamain Sterling.
Oh my days,
He
man.
got
No
10-8'd.
way
He
did
got 10-8'd.
Yeah, because a 10-8
he
round
almost
is
got
that just
finished.
a 10-8 round.
Bro,
why did
Aljamain
Aljo?
Sterling was grounding and pounding
Oh
him, bro.
my days,
He
bro.
was.
I can't be
Aljo
arsed
beat the
with
dog
this.
shit out that nigga.
He didn't
Y-
beat the
Jan
dog
had
shit
no
out of him.
moments.
He didn't beat the dog shit
Jan
out
had
of him.
no moments. They
And
try to
what?
paint
Aljo
Jan
had
as
the one moment
of
when
the
he just had his
most-
back. Like, yeah, fair play, bro.
No,
he
you
really
did.
beat the shit
Bro,
out
we
of
can-
him.
we can run the-
Aljo did justifiably beat Jan in the
No,
second fight.
I agree. No, this is the thing. Words matter. I agree that Aljo beat Jan in the rematch. He didn't beat the dog shit out of him. That's just not a thing.
Actually,
He
you
beat
know
the
what?
Dog shit out of
No,
him,
he
nigga.
didn't.
Then
No,
then
he
why
didn't.
the fight almost
And
got
you guys
stopped,
know
nigga.
this.
Nigga,
But
if
you
that
know what?
bro,
we did.
On
If
second,
that
on
fight-
second thought.
Alfredo, if that fight was in the street, Jan would no longer be alive.
But it's
He
not.
wouldn't be alive anymore, nigga.
And if my grandma had wheels, she would have been a
Aljamain
bike.
Sterling
What are we
could've
doing, man? You know what I mean?
Aljamain Sterling could have stayed there forever. Jan got the dog shit beat out of him. It was actually really. He was panicking. Jan was in panic mode.
He doesn't.
God.
But he doesn't
You want
really
me to pull up
matter.
the clip?
You know, Aljo was that damaged by Jan that he had to, act as though he's got an Oscar on the line. So if we're going to talk about who got the piss beaten out of him, the first fight is a lot more of a beatdown than the second fight by a wide margin. Getting dropped
That's
twice.
incorrect, though.
Getting chucked on your head a few times as well.
Yeah, right. So, lads, with Ulberg versus Jiri, going back to it, what are we saying then? What's our final predictions? I want to hear from Jay. What's your thoughts overall on it?
Honestly, this is how I look at it. Again, I know there's no absolutes in MMA. Last time I said something like that. Well, because I actually was right last time I said it. But I remember I said Jan would never beat Merab, and it did happen. Here's what I'm going to say. Unless Carlos Ulberg gets stage fright unless this man is having a midlife crisis, unless this dude, like the bright lights of Miami are too much to him, maybe he goes to Club 11 the night before, tries to do the John Jones method, doesn't work out for him. Carlos Ulberg, to me, he's just too clean to lose to Jiri. Like, I know that clean people do lose to Jiri at times, but Carlos Ulberg, check left hook, stands his ground, decent footwork, floating lead hand to be able to use the long guard. I really don't see how he would lose unless it's one of those things where Jiri forces him to fight at a pace that he just doesn't want to. But that would require Jiri to get hit. Like, Yuri's not just going to come in there, jump in, chin out, and wing shots without getting hit. And I feel as if people are sleeping on Ulberg because, like, I'll get it. He's not, like, a big name. He doesn't have, like, the aura to him. But objectively speaking, Jiri essentially has to rely on being chaotic and taking damage and hoping that he can tire out Ulberg to fight at a pace that he doesn't usually fight at. And I just don't like that as a strategy.
Jiri has to be right. So in my opinion, actually, bro, right, we're talking about clean, right? How clean Ulberg is, and I do agree with that. My thing with the guys Jiri has beaten, and he's beaten some fucking good guys. He's beaten some good fucking guys, and I do like Jiri. And bro, if Jiri beats Ulberg, fucking hell yeah, I'm down for it. But at the same time, the guys he's beaten, they're all wasteful. Khalil, he doesn't use his energy efficiently. He's wasteful. Glover Teixeira, he made a stupid fucking decision in the 5th round. He was wasteful. Jamal Hill, do I even need to go there with how wasteful Jamal Hill is? Fundamentally, Jamal Hill's worse than Jiri, but that's for a completely different discussion. Bro, all the guys Jiri's beaten, he drags them into this fight where they start stooping to his level. They'll make a stupid decision. They'll do something wasteful. Whereas I just feel like Ulberg's going to take the Pereira approach, kick at his leg, stay measured, take the center of the octagon, and pick his shots. And bro, I think if you do that against Jiri, the only thing I kind of agree with Alfredo where it's like, I don't know if he would sleep Jiri out cold with the first punch that he lands. And that might be a problem. But at the same time, I do think he's going to get him eventually. I do.
Yeah.
I think Jiri's luck runs out in this one.
He can hurt him in the fight's over. But yeah, that card is good. What we have Dariush and Manuel Torres.
Oh my god. What do they have against Dariush, bro? What do they have against him?
Well, actually, before we talk about that, let's talk about 326 because that's this week. That's going to be this week.
Yes.
Oh, so, there's actually a little challenge that's going on, right? So I say this is the challenge. So we've got a main card of fights, and we're all going to make our picks one by one. Whoever has the worst record has to do a TikTok dance, not only on the pod, but also has to upload that video to the actual Across the Pond TikTok page. But the viewers get to pick the song and the dance in question. And the top like comment is what the loser's going to do. So with that being said, just keep that in mind. And y'all can pick anything y'all want. Probably not the Kanye song, not that one. Just don't pick that one. But anything else?
Bro.
Anything else I think is fair game.
So, right. And let me tell you this. Oliveira by knockout. Put it in the...
wait.
Put slips in. Oliveira is going to knock out.
Let's work through the main card, from the bottom of the main card to the top of the main card. I feel like that makes the most sense.
So, off the bat, right, I want to go first because I'm kind of getting nervous about the idea of doing one of these.
Well, you know what the first fight is on the main card, yeah?
Yes, it's Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. Right.
The rematch.
So, this
on that card
is...
shit.
Gregory Rodriguez is clearly on PEDs. So, Gregory Rodriguez... That doesn't always make him win fights. But at the same time, he does have too high of a testosterone count. So it's kind of like, who wins this fight, bro? Bruno Ferreira's a mad bastard. He's wild. He wings shit out there. Gregory Rodriguez doesn't always have the best cardio if you could drag him into a tough, fast-paced fight. But I am going to go with Gregory Rodriguez. I am going to go with Gregory Rodriguez.
Next. Yeah, that's easy. Next.
Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson.
Yeah, hang on, we all need to give our predictions though. So I'm going to also say RoboCop. Yeah, RoboCop, second round knockout. First time was a fluke.
I think RoboCop wins this by submission, actually. But
Ooh,
really?
Method could be a tiebreaker. Not that it probably matters, but I think I go RoboCop by submission. Though I think he has an underrated jiu-jitsu game, and he needs to start grappling more. That's what I feel like personally.
Bro,
No, Nursultan Ruziboyev gave us the blueprint on how to beat Fahea, and Ruziboyev and RoboCop are the same frame, same stature. He's just gonna knock him out with a straight.
bro. On the so we're all in agreement. We're all going Gregory Rodriguez on that one.
Yeah.
Right, bro. Right. Michael Johnson is on, and lads, this is revolutionary shit right here. Right. This is Michael Johnson on a 3-fight winning streak. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unprecedented. Michael Johnson has never been able to get past 2. Not for a long, long time, bro, I don't think. Bro.
He's coming
Michael
for Ilya,
Johnson,
man.
He is due that 20th loss. You know, that 20th loss is looming. It is looming. And he's fighting Drew Dober. But he's going to knock Drew Dober out. I'm not picking Drew Dober.
I'm taking Michael Johnson.
I'm picking Michael Johnson's KO Drew Dober. Only because Dober doesn't have the chin anymore.
Speaking of his chin, so I cannot remember this girl's name, but there's a girl who works at Home Fight, and she explained this. So Drew Dober has like Botox in his like his chin, his jaw area, whatever. You know how he's got like that like look to him, like he's looks max or whatever. She was explaining how when you get Botox like in your face like that, it's almost like the equivalent of like, like a cup, right? How fighters wear a cup. Imagine if you wore it slightly out of position and someone hits you with it. It's like it would hurt. She said that's what his face feels like. So basically, Drew Dober can't actually take punches that well because it hurts his face more than the average person. That's why he got knocked. Like, and she said this before he fought Manuel Torres. I remember seeing it and I was like, I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but I was like, I don't know about that. And he got slept like so quick by Manuel Torres, and he normally doesn't get like colded like that. But even besides that, Michael Johnson, way cleaner boxer. I know people like to say Drew Dober never lose to black people. That's actually not true. He has lost to a black man early in his UFC career, but I get that he has the reputation of beating black guys. But with all that being said, Michael Johnson, 2nd round knockout. We're coming for Ilya. I think Michael Johnson on a good day could beat Charles Oliveira, but that's a different conversation.
Bro, Michael Johnson on a 4. Bro, you guys, some of you lot, you're not deep at like, bro, Michael Johnson on a 4-fight winning streak is a dangerous fucking. That's never been seen before.
The thing is,
bro.
Ben, you're not seeing the bigger picture. We know this. We're thinking of Ilya. That's what we're thinking of. We're not thinking of 4-fight win streak. We're thinking we're coming for the gold. That's what we're thinking of. We're thinking of Ilya's undefeated record is what we're thinking of.
Right, lads. So we're all in agreement, Michael Johnson. So we're all agreeing on that one. Now, I might go Rob Font to beat Raul Rosas Jr. I might.
Are you committing to that pick? You gotta pick one, bro.
Oh man,
bro, it's tough because bro, I could see Rob Font like dad. Not how do I say? Does this make any sense? Dadding Raul Rosas Jr.
Yeah.
Well, Raul Rosas Jr. is young. He's Raul Rosas Jr. is good, but he's still raw. He's kind of. He wastes energy. He chases takedowns. He's very strong. He's very athletic. But Rob Font's fundamental. He's not an amazing anti-wrestler. This is the thing I'm thinking of. And he is old. But if Rob Font starts gassing Raul Rosas Jr. out, stuffing the takedowns, putting volume on him, he might fuck him up. I could see it. I could see this happening. I'm going to go Rob. I'm going Rob Font.
I'm going Rob Font too. I'm going
Rob Font. I am.
Raul Rosas Jr. is fucking terrible. If you guys really watch his game and you think he's shit, you want me to bring up the fights? I got you.
Marauder, do you agree though? Like, do you not think Rob Font might just beat the shit out of him?
Well, yeah, because Rosas had trouble with Okoling.
Wait, who?
Bruce Buffer over here.
Who is this nigga? He had a trouble with a nigga I can't even say his name. That's not cool.
Wait, who? Wait, hold on.
Recon Lang. Yeah, bro. That's why I'm picking. That's the
Are you
reason why I'm
talking
picking
about-
Rob Font.
Oh shoot! Wait, actually.
Oh no,
wait.
yeah. Oh, are we playing?
Yeah,
Order Clang.
yeah, that's why I'm picking Rob Font, bro. That's exactly
You
why I'm picking
even
Rob
say
Font. He had trouble with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, Raul
he
Rosa
had
Jr. is
trouble with-
21, but bro, Raul Rosa Jr. I don't think his ceiling's that high either. Well, I do think he's.
No,
I
that
don't
nigga
know.
doesn't train. He be on TikTok live. I see that nigga on TikTok live every fucking day. He doesn't train.
He's
What
playing
the hell?
Knock a Door Run.
I
with his
don't
girlfriend
think
on TikTok.
Mr. Chiwiwis knows how to defend a jab properly, and Rob Font has some nice tidy boxing. So I was gonna go with Raul Rosas Jr. just because I don't know if Unk still got it, but I think Unk still got one more left in him. To be honest with you, I don't see too much in Raul Rosas Jr. as well, so I'm gonna go with Rob Font by a close competitive decision.
Listen, Raul Rosas Jr. is a lock here, and I'm explaining why. Rob Font has like some of the worst takedown defense in UFC history, let alone MMA history. Like he's low key up there with Tank Abbott. Like he's absolutely terrible. I mean, dude, have we not seen when he goes against people with a strong-ish wrestling base? I mean, Corey Sandhagen was looking like Gable Steveson out there. he was looking like he was full-blooded Dagestani out there, bro. And
Did David Martinez do it as well?
I can't recall if David Martinez was mixing it up on him too much, but my brain tells me he was.
I
But
can't
Rob
remember,
Font, like he just kind of looks like a trial white belt out there sometimes when he's on the ground. Like he's not. Well, that was a low key harsh. Let me dial it back. He's a hobbyist blue belt. That's what he is on the ground. He's nothing like crazy.
That's a
And I'm
compliment.
gonna be honest. I feel like Raul might give him some trouble on the feet because. Rob Font, the thought process is I'm gonna jab him, I'm gonna keep a low base, I'm gonna be like this and da 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 da. He's gonna be thinking something's gotta come low at some point. Rosas might come out here like low key, like off rip, blitzing him, and he might catch him off guard. Like I think this fight might go similar to how when he fought what's his name, Terrence Mitchell. I think we
talking about nigga Terrence Mitchell and Rob Font in the same sentence. Can we be bro?
Dude,
bro,
honestly,
Rob
I
Font is
wouldn't be surprised if Raul knocks him out, but I think Raul should easily outclass him on the ground. The only thing that's stopping Raul is just his pace. There's no way he's losing to Rob Font, bro.
Bro, I don't know,
Bro,
man.
Rob
I
Font
could see
is
Rob
not
Font.
losing to a nigga that be on TikTok battles, bro. He's not.
Bro,
He's
dude, who? When's the last time Rob Font looked like he was on point though, bro? Like we gotta let it go.
Adrian Yanez, maybe.
Tyler Phillips. He fucked him up.
Kyler Phillips sucks. Dude, that is sorry.
Okay,
Dude,
John
people forget
Matsamaso
Man,
was
the
supposed to be the
jab
next
against
big
That was a
thing.
close fight.
Now,
I think
to
Adrian
be fair-
Yanez.
Man, the jab against Cody Garbrandt, man. Rob Font.
Gene
Remember
Matsamaso
that?
was supposed to be the next big thing, and then he shut him down.
Bro, do you remember when-
I wasn't saying that.
Bro,
They said he was supposed to be the next big thing.
So
And
what
guess
we'll
who
go?
else is supposed to be the next big thing?
Right, I'm locking in Rob Font.
I've got Rob Font.
I'm going Rob
Raul
Font.
Rosas a lock, bro. It's a lock. Don't even.
Right.
listen.
Right, so it looks
Next
like Zombie
up-
Man Jay is going to be twerking on TikTok soon, man.
Next
Okay,
up,
that's a good one.
bro. Kaio Bahayo versus Rena DeRidder. Lads, holy fucking tits, this is going to be... This is one of them fights where because Rena DeRidder quit against Robert Whittaker, bro, everyone's going to write him off in this fight. And
You
honest
mean
fucking
against
God-
Brandon Allen?
Oh, Brendan Allen, pardon me, sorry. But yeah, that fight with Robert Whittaker pissed me off as well because that was a stinker. Right, so against Brendan Allen, he quit, right? I picked him to beat Brendan Allen. It doesn't matter. It is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Rena DeRidder has... It's tough because once you see somebody do that, and I feel like other fighters in and around you see you do that, as harsh as it sounds, all of them are going to think, I could fuck you up, right? Kaio Bahayo, he is going to come in this fight now. He's naturally aggressive. He picks his shots well at times. I don't think Kaio Bahayo's anything absolutely amazing on a technical level, but he is fundamental with his jiu-jitsu. I don't think Rena DeRidder's going to get like a fucking standing chalk on him, or I don't think he's going to find too much success in the clinch with him. I don't think he's going to land the same kind of
In the
knees.
clinch, really?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Really? Audio does his best work in the clinch.
I
feel
know,
like.
but Kyle's competent there too, bro. I think Kyle.
No, he is. Don't get me wrong, but I think
I'm going
Audio like
RDR.
overpowers people.
You going RDR? I'm going Kaio.
Those stepping knees as well, man. They aren't a fucking
But
joke.
also, I actually think that performance against Imavov from Kaio, where Imavov kind of outclassed him, I think, as a whole. But at the same time, I think that's the kind of performance where Kaio will come back. This is an assumption, but I think he's going to come back much better after that.
I do
and
agree.
I think
Bro,
on the technical level, bro,
Kaio
RDR
was
so
getting
hittable.
Kaio was getting outstruck by Paul Craig because of the jiu-jitsu threat. Yes, he was.
Was he getting outstruck?
Paul Craig was outstriking Kyle Bahayo.
He knocked him out, though.
He did knock him out, but
I don't know if he
bro,
outstruck
go
him,
look
did
at the fight. If you want to rewatch, if you guys want to rewatch that after the live, just to make sure you have the right pick, Paul Craig's jiu-jitsu threat made Kyle so scary and starstruck that he was letting this nigga Paul Craig rip the body kick, rip the head kick, and give him issues on the feet. RDR is a way better Paul Craig. He's gonna fuck him up. 100%.
You know, actually, no. RDR's so fucking hittable. Like, and when he gets hit, he doesn't take a shot whatsoever. Baralho is more well-rounded.
I don't think RDR can smother Baralho though the way he's done with other guys. Like Baralho's really well-rounded, but he's more fast twitch and not than Robert Whittaker. Not than Robert Whittaker, but I think I'm going to
go with Baralho, you know. Like, this is a hard one.
I'm going with Baralho. And DeRidder looked fucking...
I'm going DeRidder. He's fucking good.
No,
he's good, bro.
No,
he's
listen.
Good.
You got to understand
right,
this.
I think.
RDR's got 3 tools. He's got a really good knee. Like, he's got a 5-star knee. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
That rear knee is a 5-star knee.
Mm-hmm.
He's got good clinch work, you know, especially with the overhooks and the underhooks. Keeps a really sturdy base. And he has really good jiu-jitsu, but I don't know if he's like a great MMA grappler. You know what I'm saying? For me, Kaio, it's his fight to lose. Kaio, way better boxing, even though I'm not saying it's like high level or nothing, but he's a way better striker. You basically got to avoid the knee. And RDR's going to take him down?
You can't avoid the knee.
Yes, you can. You can absolutely avoid the knee.
It's unavoidable.
Nah, you can avoid the knee. It's just a matter. I mean, Kaio's got a little bit more of that sideways stance, so it's gonna actually be a little bit harder unless RDR is gonna be hand fighting or whatever to get that rear knee off. Honestly, I think RDR goes out cold. I mean, let's not forget, Kyle Bahayo was putting paws on Jared Cannonier. Like, Jared Cannonier is not like that over the hill. Like, that's remember GM3 was putting hands on RDR.
Did you see what RDR had taken off Robert Whittaker? Big overhand right.
Robert Whittaker's he's unlike Kyle Bahayo, although I do think Robert Whittaker's that wasn't. I don't want to retcon it and say, oh, he just beat Rob because it was washed Rob. Rob wasn't absolutely washed, but I don't think he was at his best. But with the Whittaker fight, Whittaker would blitz in. This is what Robert Whittaker does. He blitzes in, and then there's a big reset. He blitzes in, and then there's a big reset.
Right.
If Rena DeRidder is exchanging with Kyle, and he does that, and then steps back, and his back's up against the fence, and he's trying to reset, Kyle's going to stay in front of him and pick his shots and push the pace. If this was a 5-round fight, I'd be very confident Kyle was going to win. But I'm still picking Kyle.
RDR is going to finish him, bro.
No,
RDR
is getting RDR. In fact, Kyle, 2nd round knockout, bro. I'm telling you, like, he's going to put RDR.
I can tell right now that you guys, because when I had to pick between Kyle and Imavov, which I picked Imavov, I had to watch all of Kyle's fights before.
I picked Imavov.
Dumbass.
I picked Imavov.
Kyle is a dumbass.
Well, what's RDR? What's RDR? RDR's not clever.
Kyle does stupid shit. No, yeah, but nobody capitalizes on RDR's stupid shit. The only time somebody capitalized was when he gassed out.
Couldn't you say the same about Baralho other than Imavov?
But bro, you know what though? I think Kyle's style's built, and he's got enough aggression to.
Are we just forgetting that like Brandon Allen just like absolutely wiped the floor with RDR when it came to the grappling side?
Allen
of
is a
things?
high level fighter.
Yeah,
to be fair though, no, but when RDR was fresh, he actually was getting the better of Brandon Allen.
No, he was.
He out-grappled Brandon Allen in the grappling match. Let's not act like
Oh shit, yeah.
Like, no, don't say. Yeah, dude.
We're not doing that.
Look up Karate Cup. Man, that fight was recent.
Jay, Jay, striking takedown threat. The striking threat on the feet. That all mixes it up, so it doesn't really count.
But I'm saying, like, if we're talking pure jiu-jitsu, if Ohio is in that same caliber as those two, as RDR and Brandon Allen, like talking pure grappling,
yeah. Okay,
Bro,
well, Oliveira would be Islam in a jiu-jitsu match, but
yeah, he would.
He would, dude.
I do not know that for certain because
straight jiu-jitsu he would.
Wait, why do you think that? Why?
I don't know.
Nobody wants to roll with Oliveira. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I can't say that for certain because it's not like Charles in pure jiu-jitsu is anything credentialed. Like he's not anything.
Islam submitted him when he was hurt. Bro, put Oliveira Islam in a BJJ match and watch how Oliveira does him bad quickly.
Right, so just to quickly lock in our picks though, lads. Final predictions: Caio Borralho or Rina Derrida?
Caio
RDR.
Decision.
What are you saying, Alfred?
Yeah, Caio Borralho. I think you got to be really fucking stupid if you pick RDR.
Yeah. Right now, the main event. Right.
Who are you picking, Benji?
Is this a stupid take? I don't think whoever wins this fight, I don't think this fight can possibly be close, right? Now, what I mean by that is, I think Max Holloway will either destroy Charles Oliveira outright or Charles Oliveira. It's not one of those matchups where it's like 50-50, but I could just see one just swamping the other. Like, for me, it's whoever imposes themselves straight away wins. And
Charles
I don't know.
Oliveira has never got this.
That.
Ooh, I'm fucking
Charles
enraged,
is usually straight away on the front
I'm fucking
foot,
enraged.
Go on, go off, Marauder.
I don't know who's
Oh my gosh, bro! It's gonna be a close fight, but Oliveira's gonna finish him.
I agree.
It's gonna be close, but Oliveira's gonna finish him.
Lads. When the fuck have we ever seen Max go up against like a very heavy grappler?
This is exactly what I always say.
Brian Ortega, bro. When do you see Brian Ortega fucking go for a takedown, take someone down, and then trying to get a finish? You can't name that time. He just fucking, I believe in my boxing, fucking goes for it, and nothing happens. Charles Oliveira can also mix it up, and he's a big fucking guy, man. Like, I rewatched him and Gamrot recently. He was getting takedowns on Gamrot and whatnot. I think Gamrot's obviously a much better grappler than someone like Max fucking Holloway.
Gamrot.
I'm telling you, Oliveira hits harder. Oliveira hits harder than Max Holloway.
Yeah, he does.
He's a better striker.
No, he's not.
Going to knock him out. Yes,
Not
he is a better striker.
No,
How is Max Holloway a better striker than how?
Max Holloway defensively sets up.
When have you ever seen Max Holloway throw a teep kick? When have you seen him?
He doesn't need
that's like me saying
No, don't bring up Elliot. No, because look, what I'm trying to say with this
have you ever seen Charles Oliveira like set up like a 3-4 boxing combination like sharply? Like not like you can kind of say that.
Have you ever seen Charles Oliveira move his head?
Huh? Yes, I have.
He did against in the Chandler rematch. He was moving his head. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but then even
if we're going to talk defensively, Charles does get dropped in every fight.
Max Holloway's strike. This is the thing for me with this fight.
Hold on. Let's stop talking about false truths, guys. Let me break it down for you guys. Let's have. I'm gonna have a real life poll. Okay, who hits harder, Oliveira or Max?
Oliveira.
Okay, this is good. You guys are learning.
I don't know.
Okay. Who has a worse chin, Oliveira or Max?
Oliveira.
Charles.
Y'all are fucking crazy, dude.
Fuck off. No way.
Charles has gotten dropped by Gaethje, got dropped by Dustin, got who else? Chandler dropped him in both fights.
Oh my god.
So did Max, bro. So did fucking Max.
Max is literally Max. No. Max. No. We're not gonna do this. Max Holloway he's been knocked out by Elliott. So has Charles Oliveira. Now Charles literally was like looking up at the ceiling, whereas Max he got knocked out, but he popped back up.
Charles got knocked out in the very first punch that landed clean.
And bro, let's not, dude. Come on, bro. He's only been knocked down how many times in his career? Like twice?
Dude, you can't. You can't strike this way against Max Holloway. You can't.
You can.
No, you can't, bro. We've
Hold
seen
on.
this
You guys
so
are missing
the
truth.
Bro,
Holloway just got finished 2 times in a row. What are y'all niggas talking about?
2 times in a row.
By Taporia. He got finished by Tapor.
You're gonna say he got
Yes.
finished by Dustin?
Yes.
Bro, what are we
What?
talking about?
Max Holloway got finished by Dustin Poirier. He did. He did.
Have you
You
like
guys
watched an
are
AI
not trying to-
video
you
or
guys
something?
No.
No, do you mean when
No.
Poirier dropped him badly and nearly finished
That's
him?
not
That was
knocking
that
someone
far.
out, bro. So then we
That-
can say
that-
Charles has
let
been
me-
knocked out several times.
Are
by
you
Max
intoxicated?
fucking
Are you
Chandler.
intoxicated? Are you
Let me-
intoxicated?
Bro, I do
No,
agree.
'cause-
You know what?
No,
though?
let me explain. Hold on. I want to explain
Go
it
on,
because
go
look,
on.
he dropped him. That nigga Holloway did not know where he was. And because Dustin was in his hometown and it was his last fight, he was thinking, I want a guillotine for my last career. If he didn't go for the guillotine, the fight's over. Why are you guys acting? That fight's over. He got finished.
Man.
Even after he failed the guillotine, which gave Holloway more time to recover, he still landed mean green ground and pound. Oliveira would have got that job done, bro. Oliveira would have got that job done.
If Oliveira hurts Max like that, yes, he's going to finish him. That's not even like a maybe. It's a guarantee, right? If Max, the thing is with Alfredo, I agree with what you're saying. This is why it's difficult for me here because when it comes to Charles Oliveira striking, I actually believe he is tailor made for Max Holloway to put on an absolute clinic.
No.
That's my opinion. He is. Right, so when Charles Oliveira applies forward pressure, he comes in squared up Muay Thai guard. He has
He
good
takes
teeps.
damage.
He has a good one. He has a good 1-2, and he hits really hard.
Mhm.
But Max Holloway's straight punches and ability to mix up 4-5 punch combinations, bro. Oliveira's going to be. You can't eat that many shots, and Oliveira's chinny. Oliveira's chinny.
Max is more chinny.
He's not more chinny.
Thing
He's
is, what we're not
Max
talking about.
Holloway
Max
is
is not.
so
Max
easy-
is not. Go on. But Max is not going to be sitting on his
Holloway is
shots
so
as much as
easy
he
to
has been
finish.
recently.
He will. He
No,
will.
he won't. Why? The
He
threat
will.
of the takedowns there, he's going to be
No.
concerned about what's going to
No.
be coming down from
Max
underneath.
Holloway.
He's not going to be
Max-
sitting on his
Max Holloway
shots
is
as
not.
much.
He's not learned to fear wrestling. He's like you're saying, right? This is why I feel like Charles might win, but also at the same time I'm not so sure because Max Holloway won't give a fuck about a takedown threat. He's never learned to fear one. He's never learned to fear one throughout
That'll
his career.
cost him
Better-
then.
he
That'll
better
cost him
fear it.
then. I was
He
going to
better
say
fear
that'll
it.
cost him. That'll cost him.
Yep.
No, I don't agree.
What
I
do
don't
you mean
agree.
you don't agree, bro?
re-
Charles
the
on the
reason
fucking
being-
there.
No, the reason why is because Max Holloway, when he goes into fights, he free flows. He throws combinations. He doesn't overthink things. He just lets the shots fly. Charles Oliveira is going to crash into him. He's going to be trying to throw 1-2s. He's going to be trying to throw the right hand into the left hook. Bro, Max Holloway could throw 5 punches by the time Oliveira throws 2. He's so much
Benji,
faster than him.
here's the thing. When Jose Aldo crashed into Holloway in the first fight and he hurt him with that hook, and then now Max Holloway's shaking ass, that's when Oliveira will thrive. He's going
But
to
Aldo
crash
covers
in.
ground and he was much faster than Charles Oliveira.
Oliveira is a fucking like a maestro when it comes to grounding niggas and catch.
so-
if he hurts somebody, that fight's over.
So,
That's the thing.
so
You guys have to. You guys, Benji, if you're picking Max, you do realize if he gets hurt just once and not even like wobbling, like where he doesn't know where he is. If he gets clipped one time in his fight, the fight's over. He can't recover. No way. Impossible.
I want to know.
If he gets dropped, yeah, I agree.
I want to know
Oliveira's
how
killer instinct
how's
is too
Max
much.
how's Max going to handle the clinching of Charles Oliveira?
Well, you know what though? For all we know, Max Holloway might be This is the thing. We don't, like you were saying earlier.
You can't just accept that shit against Charles, man. I
No,
don't
but
believe this.
we don't actually know if Max Holloway's that bad on the ground. He might be amazing. We don't know. We don't actually know. Like this is the thing about Max Holloway.
Here's the thing, though. We're not gonna find out because Oliveira's gonna knock him out.
He's
That's
not
what-
going to
that-
knock
we
him
don't.
out.
We're not gonna
Look,
find out. He's gonna get knocked out.
I'm gonna tell you why Max Holloway absolutely schools him on the feet. Well, maybe not schools him, but I think he beats him on the feet. I don't want to say the word school. Here's my thing. Charles Oliveira, he's too Muay Thai based. Like Muay Thai in MMA, at least the Shudo box style, is not great against certain styles. Max Holloway, who does great body work, because you got Charles Oliveira who's standing up super tall, high guard like this, and that works against most people because no one's gonna shoot on his hips. He's throwing the teeps, he throws his 2-3 combination, whatnot. But if you look, we can go all the way back to when he fought Frankie Edgar. Run the tape back then. even today, the body work against Charles Oliveira is his kryptonite, because when you have such a tight high guard, you got your feet very close together, hips forward, he has to start dropping lower and lower and lower. So when you got guys who basically go body high, I mean, even other thing too, Charles Oliveira's not good when two shots from the same side come to him. Look at Dustin Poirier fight. When Dustin was doubling up with the left hand, he was getting dropped. Because Charles Oliveira's whole style is catching and shooting, but he doesn't really pull back. He doesn't slip. He doesn't really protect the body that well. So on the feet, Max Holloway was a guy who now in this part of his career where he's not in his prime, but he's still very elite. He's not Mad Max anymore, where he's just like kind of like being like a momentum fighter. He's kind of sitting back, all in, all out. Charles just a little bit too plotty, which happens with the Muay Thai stance. It doesn't allow for you to be that free with the movement. I mean,
when you bring up the body work, but Dustin tried the body work and he got submitted, right? You know, this was early. He tried the body work.
Let's not like Charles didn't cheat in that fight.
Yeah. Okay. Let's act like Charles won't cheat again. He's not done. Cheaters don't just cheat one time.
Ilya's formula. I know Max Holloway isn't Ilya, and I know Ilya hits harder, but the formula to beat Charles on the feet, it's not that complicated, bro. Ilya just used a jab.
I don't believe that fucking Charles was going to keep it standing. He said it was a mistake, but he stayed on the feet with Ilya for as long as he did. So I don't understand all of a sudden that Charles just going to stand and strike with Max Holloway, and that's
he won't at first. I think he'll try and take him down straight
and he'll
away,
get the takedown.
But Max Holloway, when he's fresh, he's going to be anticipating this, and I think, bro, he does have good takedown defense, and I think he'll get away.
Where have you got that from?
Volk, though,
the Ilya fight, bro. When Ilya took Max Holloway down, Max Holloway got straight back up.
So he got taken down. So that's different to having good takedown defense. He got taken down.
Max Holloway,
Ilya Taporia.
Yeah, we know that Charles is good at holding people down.
A crucifix,
no, but it's different.
But Charles can hold someone down.
5'8". Oliveira's 5'11", strong as shit.
I don't know, man.
On the bigger side for 155, did you see the size difference between fucking Ilya and Charles? Charles is a big 155.
But is Charles going to be that much bigger than
Max? Oliveira has a different level of control. I still need to
know when Max has showcased some good takedown defense, because Brian Ortega, after getting pummeled for 2 rounds, still took him down in the start of the 3rd round. And then you also had it with Ilya
and Ortega hurt him on the feet.
Momentarily, yeah, nothing crazy, but he still tagged him. But regardless,
did Volk get him down?
But if we're gonna compare the styles of Ortega and Oliveira, Ortega's hurting him on the feet with babyish power. Oliveira, when he touches him, that chin will sleep. He has no chin at 55. His chin at 55 is non-existent.
But he also has a lot more power at 55.
But he's not going to sit
on
his
shots. He does have more power at 55. He still couldn't finish Dustin. Yeah, he can't. He won't sit on it. He won't sit on it.
But Dustin's hard to finish,
That's
though.
Great point, Alfredo. That's a great point, Alfredo.
But the only thing with
honestly, why are we ruling out the idea that Max can submit Charles? Like, why is that like not in the equation? No, hold on. I want to offer. Can I offer you something? Wait. I want you to hear me out real quick.
I don't hate it, I don't hate it,
look, I'm going to tell you why. So let's not like Charles Oliveira has not been submitted by people that are worse grapplers. Like, that has happened. I'm gonna.
That was 145, though. No, that was 145. No.
Yeah. 45. Well, did he fight Jim Miller at 55 or 45? Was that?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll start. Yeah,
but no. But here's what I'll say though. There's one choke I could see Max hitting on Charles, and if this happens, I need people to clip this part. The Anaconda, the Darce choke can show up, and I'm gonna tell you why. So. I know people are going to be like, oh, this person shouldn't be compared to, but Korean Zombie, he almost did hit a Darce on Korean Zombie, because I will say there could be a sequence where Charles Oliveira is coming in pressure and he shoots, and maybe Max initially gets him in front headlock. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of times when you got guys like Patty, Charles, the guys who are really good in jiu-jitsu, they're not efficient in front headlock, because they normally assume when you got someone who's on defensive, they're going to use like a gable grip, try to turn the corner, or just try to get up. Knowing Max Holloway, I really could see him throwing out the Darce. Charles Oliveira's not seeing it coming. And remember, he was drilling this with his jiu-jitsu coach. If you go look at his tape with his coach, he's actually trying submissions. Like I know it could just be a whole red herring and he's not actually going to go for any of that. But I could see a Darce or Anaconda choke from front headlock happening.
If you guys remember, if you guys remember the Dustin Poirier rematch, the one what happened like 2018, 2019, Max actually got a Darce secured on Dustin Poirier within the last 10 seconds, like the third or fourth round, and Dustin Poirier got saved by the bell. Like, he had it secured, but again, Charles and Dustin is too complete. Yeah, I swear down. I always remember it because I was doing class. It's like one of the biggest what ifs like no one ever talks about.
Bro,
because that was like it was sunk in, but he got saved by the bell. I always remember it, bro.
I just think I know that I like the idea of that, and that'd be insane if it happened. But obviously, like Marauders, like we all know, it wouldn't be advisable for Max Holloway. But when it comes to bro, Oliveira style's tailor made for Max. It's tailor made for it.
How?
Wait,
How?
wait, wait. Am I the one picking Max? Am I tweaking?
No, you and Ben.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
No, I don't. No, the only thing is, bro, it's not Charles Oliveira's style. If he gets Max down, cool. It's a different story. But Max isn't going to engage with it, bro. He's not even going to entertain it. He's going to stay away from him.
I'm seeing the darts, bro.
Stay away from him.
Max is submitting Charles, bro. I said it. He's submitting him.
I don't know about that, but I think he's going to
he's submitting him, bro. He's choking him out, bro.
Oliveira can't cut people off. He just follows them, right?
Charles will pressure you a lot, man. Charles
but it's not intelligent pressure.
Alfredo, what the fuck dude, I just watched it. Nigga, there was 2 seconds on the clock. Dustin didn't give a shit. Come on, dude.
no. Regardless, he got it sunk in. He got it sunk in.
He got it sunk in, yeah, because Dustin knew there was 2 seconds. He was just gonna go get up and back to his corner. Holloway had all the time in the day to do it to Korean Zombie, the nigga that was retired and not fighting.
I think it is a fair point. I think it is a fair point, but I feel like initiative, you're still going to try and
He's not strong enough.
Bro, watch. You also got to remember, Max is the best clip farmer of all time. Do you know what would be the best clip of all time? Submitting Charles Oliveira in a BMF title.
He'll get a clip of him getting knocked out on Saturday.
Watch.
Bro,
nigga,
honestly,
he'll get a clip.
You're going to be shaking booty afterwards with Max
Holloway. I think we're going to put in our final verdicts.
I don't get these picks wrong.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, kid.
You don't get these picks wrong.
Kid, yes,
you do. Overly confident on, I don't get them wrong.
Bro,
yes, you do, kid. You said you called Lerone a scrub. You called Lerone a fraud. You picked Aaron Pico-Graham, kid. You picked Aaron Pico.
Did not pick Aaron Pico.
Yes, you did.
I wasn't a creator.
How did I see it? How am I aware of it?
I sent it to you personally.
All right.
Bro, Max Holloway is so much more skilled than Charles on the feet. Bro, I just think he's going to fuck him up.
He is.
Yeah, fucking do this shit, bro.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Bro, he's just going to go in there.
Oliver's a better fighter on the feet. I don't know.
Oliver doesn't even know how.
Dude, he was getting pissed off by Gambron. Gambron was low-key hitting with the hood.
No, he wasn't.
Oliveira.
Yeah. Oh no, Gamrot.
He had shots. He had shots from Gamrot. Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody tell me why Oliveira got that job on the feet against Justin done quicker than Holloway. Why he get that job done quicker on the feet? Yeah.
Bro,
why he get that
job because Justin Gaethje has no jiu-jitsu, and when Charles Oliveira
niggas can't explain to me why he got that job done quicker though. Why he get that job done quicker?
They were fighting at like a crazy pace. They both got dropped. Why we act like Justin Gaethje wasn't trying to go like he pretended?
Yeah. Don't you think that Oliver's gonna bring that pace to Holloway and sleep him?
Max Holloway can welcome that. Bro, Max Holloway, what are we talking about here? It's Max Holloway.
Nigga, Holloway can only do that shit in the last 10 seconds.
But that's like the point though. Like you don't start the fight off like going like this.
You don't call it Max Holloway like this, bro. You don't do it.
Look, when you invite Max Holloway in the first 10 seconds to do that first round, that nigga gonna shy away, talk about some.
That's not how it works, though. That's not how it works.
That's why he ran against
That's not the rules.
He's gonna
that's
beat
not
Charles
the rules of the point down, bro. The rules of the point down are
he's gonna beat him with his jab.
You have to be winning the fight. The fight needs to be coming to a close, and you give the guy who's losing a chance to win. It's not like you start the fight off. Like, what is he, Ebel Aslan?
Well,
he's supposed to be Ebel Aslan, like an idiot. Go out there in the first 10 seconds and just go, no.
Oliver starts like this. He's to get Max. Come be a hardcore nigga like he's going to be. Who's gonna shoot on him?
But Charles Oliveira will not dare exchange with Max Holloway like that at the start.
That
of the
is a
fight.
crazy. That's some bullshit.
I will say I think Charles would do it. Charles would.
He would
bro,
do it.
no,
He
he's
would
gonna
do
try and
it.
take
I
him
don't
down
advise it,
straight
but he
away.
would do it.
He's going to try to take him down.
I get
straight
Charles
away.
is a bit more wrestle heavy, but Charles is the type to go out there and really
Charles
test himself.
Oliveira's style over the last few fights has changed to a much more wrestling heavy approach.
He didn't do it against Ilya, though. I would say that he didn't try it against Ilya.
You know what, though? So he pushed Ilya on the back foot at first, and then, to be fair, he did try and clinch up with Ilya, and Ilya reversed him. He was going to look to try and do that. But then at the same time, when he says, oh, it was the wrong approach to do that with Ilya, he acts like it was something he could control. He is a zombie on the feet, bro. He walks forward. He doesn't know how to cut you off. And Ilya was just going jab to the head, jab to the body, jab to the head, left hook. That was the end of the fight. Max Holloway won't do it that quickly, but Max Holloway will beat up Charles with straight punches. That's all this fight's going to be. He's going to beat him up.
That's what they said about every nigga in the world.
Bro,
they said this about every nigga, every nigga in the world. They said this. You gotta cut that out, bro. Can you say that word on YouTube?
I mean, you're black, bro. I mean, it's all good.
You can say it on YouTube. Because if you can, I'm gonna start saying it in my videos.
dude, we're almost like 2 hours in, bro. They're probably not gonna moderate that part.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna start saying it in my YouTube videos then.
Regardless,
TikToks,
Charles is going to take down Max Holloway and he's going to submit him.
Max Darce choke Anaconda submission, bro. Locking it in.
Oh my god.
There's a bigger gap.
Knockout,
There's a bigger gap in the grappling than there is in the striking.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
I don't think
Absolutely.
so. I don't think so.
What?
But Styles made fights and Oliveira is tailor-made to make
He's
Max
not
style.
tailor-made. He's really not.
He doesn't
He's
move
not.
his head. How is he not tailor-made?
We haven't seen Max actually have to grapple
What are we
against
talking
someone.
about, bro? Who in the world
preventing
could walk
couple.
forward in a Muay Thai guard, not move in the head, and not get pieced up by Max Holloway? If you can't cut him off and you can't move your head, he's going to fuck you up.
Oliver might give him a
Charles
different
gonna
look
shoot
and
him,
come in a
take him
karate
down,
stance.
man.
Y'all niggas not ready for
And if
that.
not, he's going to
What?
clinch with him.
What?
Gotcha.
What? Nah.
No, I'm trolling.
But we got them viewer questions though, because I know the people waiting for the viewer questions.
Yeah, the viewer questions.
Oh,
viewer questions.
yes.
We're supposed to do that earlier.
Yes, guys, sorry, the viewer questions.
Yes.
Just before I go and get my charger, I actually have a really good question to put towards you all. Now, this is an interesting one. I don't know. I actually like this take, although I don't agree with it.
Who said it? Who said it?
So let me just find his name. So this gentleman posted this to me on TikTok as not as a question, but more as a hot take. And it says, if you just bear with me, I should have got on fucking top of this before I started the podcast. Right, okay, so Pacers fan 129 says, Israel Adesanya would have beat John Jones if they fought. His takedown defense was too great and his striking would have put John on the defensive. Yan took him down because Yan was stronger. John is not stronger than Izzy. John has horrible striking defense and would have got clipped by someone as technical and as lanky as Izzy.
Oh my god, no, say that again. Someone said that John Jones isn't as strong as Jan Blachowicz. Are we being serious?
That's what they said.
No fucking
No,
way.
that's not crazy. Jan Blachowicz, remember when he knocked out the nigga and then pointed at John Jones in the crowd?
If
He
you're
said,
talking
"Nigga,
about
what's
power,
up? Polish
if you're talking about power, okay, yeah, fair. Jan Blachowicz is much more powerful.
Like
If we're talking about
strength.
grappling strength, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
I do have a caveat. I'll say this. The Izzy that fought Jan Blachowicz, let's be honest. Izzy underrated Jan Blachowicz. I think he went up there thinking Jan was sweet. Jan won the belt against Dominic Reyes. So I think Izzy didn't take the move up to 205 serious. He thought, I can weigh in at like 199, 200. I can be undersized and I can school this older guy, this old Polish guy who used to almost get cut out the UFC. Let's be real. Jan Blachowicz used to be a scrub. Like, let's just keep it a buck. He used to be. So I think that was the vision Izzy went in with it. That doesn't excuse it because Jan Blachowicz, great performance. Now,
Do you know something about Adesanya, actually. So against Jan Blachowicz, this really surprised me at the time. He nearly came in underweight, right? And bro, honestly, I don't think Adesanya, he's long and lanky, but I don't think he would have been strong enough to stop John Jones. John Jones has out-grappled elite-level grapplers. He's out-grappled elite-level wrestlers. He's way too high level for someone like
He was strong enough to
Adesanya.
take down DC, but apparently he's not strong enough to take down Adesanya. Like, come on, bro.
I mean,
Like-
I don't know. He was struggling to take
Different
down Reyes
stature.
though.
But Reyes is way more athletic.
What year are we talking? Because he didn't specify what year.
Did you say?
Reyes
Wait,
is
Reyes
Reyes is a lot more athletic than Adesanya.
You told me that.
Bro, I think he is. Well, I'm
Reyes
not
can't
wrong.
dunk, nigga. Wait.
Actually, I don't
Reyes
know.
comes from a
Remember,
what?
remember that was the whole reason to why he was going to beat Jones. Like, I used to be a baseball player or
That is true.
something.
That is true. You know what? He might be right because Dominic Reyes was a football player. Like, yeah.
But also,
He might.
Reyes is a
Okay.
lot-
Okay.
But
Yeah.
however, I'm gonna say this: if Izzy takes the jump up to 205 seriously, like he bulks up, I think Izzy wins that. Wait, hey, hold on. John Jones, when we're talking like the bald-headed era, like when he started like fighting Thiago Santos, Reyes, let's assume this is like 2019, 2020, right? That's the year I'm assuming. That's when they were talking about fighting. I think, historically speaking, John Jones, he's a length merchant, which, again, use your skill set, use your frame to the best advantage. But John Jones, defensively on the feet, would get tore up by Izzy. Now, obviously, the assumption is, what about the grappling? I think the style of grappling that John Jones would use in that fight is different than Jan Blachowicz. Because Jan Blachowicz, let's keep it a buck. I know people were, not people, really just Joe Rogan, were like glazing the feints and whatnot. But Jan Blachowicz was outstriking Izzy. That is what
Yeah, it
happened.
was.
So it opens up the second level where now you can start level changing. John Jones has nothing for Izzy on the feet, at least in that part of his career. He doesn't. All he's got is a little long guard, run away. He's gonna get his leg tore up. He's not gonna check the leg kicks. John's gonna start sniffing balls. Izzy's gonna get up against the cage. He's gonna use, that over-under. Izzy might get taken down a couple times, but he's gonna get back up. And I think Izzy would knock him out in the fourth round just due to the fact that John is just not good against people who have not only black genetics, but just tall genetics as well. Like Gustafsson gave him trouble. Dominic Reyes gave him trouble. It's just short, stubby guys have trouble with John Jones. He just sticks his hand out like this. But this isn't good defense, bro. This is just, this can work. But when you got someone now with Izzy who's taller and can just smack that hand out the way, I think it's a different ballgame.
I think John Jones is the greatest fighter of all time. He would beat anybody in the world.
He's not the GOAT,
There's
but,
nobody that's ever going to beat him. He's the greatest fighter of all. He's the GOAT.
No, he's not.
Out of every nigga that's ever lived, John Jones would beat all of them.
Except Ngannou.
Yeah, I've set Francis.
John Jones don't even think he's the GOAT. John Jones doesn't think he's the GOAT.
Look, hold on. Niggas, Alfredo and Benjay just said not Ngannou. Okay, y'all niggas, can I call you guys like a slur? Because that's not, Ngannou would not do anything. Bro.
No, actually, no, you can't.
Ngannou?
No, don't dare do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Ngannou was never gonna beat John Jones.
Bro, he would have sent his chin into orbit.
Maybe not in an MMA. What I mean is like, we're talking just strictly MMA. I thought.
Are you
cool.
talking about
MMA.
like in the street?
No,
Yeah, I
MMA.
thought that's what
MMA
you were
won't
talking
seem.
about.
MMA.
John Jones would have ripped that nigga ear off.
No.
Y'all forgetting that John Jones is a serial miller.
No.
That nigga would have ripped his head off.
I do want to say though, when Marauder was on, when Jay was on about with Jones and Adesanya, and you mentioned about his lackluster performances, even though they are dog shit performances like Thiago Santos, Reyes and stuff like that, I do think Jones has always been one of those fighters who turns up a lot more when the person opposite him is a bigger name. Hence why when Gustafsson wasn't really in anybody, he struggled a bit. Hence why Thiago Santos, he was expected to beat him with ease. And even Anthony Smith, he didn't struggle with him, but he didn't do it. And OSP as well. So I feel like it is proven there. But when it's like a bigger challenge, like DC, even like Cyril Gone for his heavyweight debut, stuff like that, I feel like Jones really does turn up. And for Adesanya, who at that time, like what we were saying, like 2020, 2021, something like that, I think Adesanya was a big name, around undefeated, had something about him. I think Jones would have turned up, and I think he would have absolutely smoked him. I think he would have got him in the clinch, and I think he would have smoked him.
You know what?
Shogun Rua style. No,
you know what's interesting
Lyoto
about
Machida style.
Yeah. Now, but you know what's interesting about Jones and Izzy is, what I will say about that fight is, John Jones does not check leg kicks, and I do believe Adesanya could fuck his lead leg up. My only thing is, though, is when we're talking about like Jones's post and retreat, I mean, we've all seen 1,000 weasel breakdowns on John Jones's defense, right? He's doing that post and retreat thing that he does to get away from straight punches. The only thing with John Jones, the only thing with Adesanya is he's never been someone that will kind of, if you're backing up against him, he doesn't really, I never feel like Izzy's someone that's going to punish you for moving back. He's someone that counters you when you're coming in. And whenever John Jones moves in on Izzy, I just felt like it would have been a take. John Jones is not a fucking idiot. We've seen it. He will try and take Izzy down constantly, all the time. He's not going to entertain the striking. And I'm not trying to glaze John Jones. You guys know what I think about John Jones. But so many elite level guys like Daniel Cormier literally said they've never felt strength like it. They all said it. They've never felt anything like it before. You know, so yes, but
Y'all
you
niggas
know,
are lying. Y'all niggas are coping.
What? He wasn't on roids? He's not on juice?
Y'all niggas are coping. He never did that.
but he'd still destroy Adesanya, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, Izzy would have won that.
Well, speaking of juice, hold on. You guys keep going, but I'll pull up the clip.
Okay, pull up the juice. Yeah, I think John Jones was absolutely wiped before with Adesanya. I'll prefer if Adesanya would win. And like 5-6 years ago, I used to also say that Adesanya would win and list a lot of the reasons that you guys are listing. But I'm just like, man, I think John's just way too strong for him, way too big for him. Yeah, he's weak and doesn't really check leg kicks, but he's just so top heavy. I think he would have his way with Adesanya. It's not like Adesanya was only getting taken down by Jan Blachowicz, but like DDP as well was taking him down. Marvin Vettori even got like a takedown and almost had him in. He didn't have like his back and almost had like a choke in, like a rear naked choke on Adesanya at one point in the rematch. Like
Vettori?
Yeah.
I mean, nah.
It didn't last. It didn't last long. It didn't last long.
Yeah, no.
Don't get me wrong.
I remember the sequence. Like, my heart did stop a little bit during.
Yeah,
that sequence.
same. Yeah,
But you know, like, I don't know, man. I just think Izzy. It's one.
Bro,
of those
if Marvin
ones where-
Vettori's doing it, John Jones is doing it. I'm sorry.
Nah, man. People forget Prime Marvin Vettori, dude. People
Shut the
forget-
fuck up, man. Oh my god.
Okay, I found the clip.
Oh
People
my
do forget.
days.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Listen, man. I'm sure you can tell he's probably doing some steroids right now. Steroids and stuff. It's happening
Oh,
in James Camp. All those guys. So he's looking big at 170. Came up to LA City and shoot. So, you know, Taporio will be so undersized that that be.
Can you guys even hear that?
Who? Yeah, I heard bits of it, but who was it about for the context?
Colby said that Islam he popped and that whole team. What do you guys think?
You know what I think about that sort of stuff, right? And bro, here's the truth that like the Dagestani fans don't like to hear, but it is the truth, right? Yes, it is harder to test those guys out there than it would be for, I think, the US-based fighters. I don't think guys are getting to the Dagestani mountains and testing Islam Makhachev all the time. I'm not saying everybody gets tested all the time, but they would find it easier to get around testing, I think, than other people. That's my hot take. I don't hate Islam. I like Islam. We are talking about Islam. I heard that right.
Yeah.
I feel like he's looking at me like
Islam. He said Islam popped. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But and also, bro, Islam, he popped, and then there was kind of the reasons behind it. Usman Nurmagomedov, he popped.
Yeah, but also, can we just remember that
Oh,
Colby Covington
shit.
also said that he shouldn't have got stopped in the first Kamaru Usman fight? So, like,
Yeah, like,
how
Marauder,
much
let's keep it a
value? How
buck.
much value are we putting in
Mar-
Colby's fucking?
Marauder, when he said that was an early stoppage, you made a face like you didn't agree. Did you agree with him in that moment? Like, keep it a buck.
You know, I mean, he was. I wasn't even alive during that fight. I wasn't watching UFC.
Fair enough.
Bro.
Yeah,
No, but
so-
from what I recall from that stoppage, right? Now, I'm not saying that. Look, Kamaru broke his face. It was a great fight, and Usman was about to finish it. All I'm saying is Usman wasn't landing in that very moment when he got stopped. I didn't think Colby was out.
I mean, you could make the argument, but I just feel like
Hey, was Colby winning the fight before?
no.
Yeah.
No, it was like 2-2.
So then why does it
It
matter?
was 2-2 going into the fifth.
I don't know, bro.
Usman would've
Not
won the round.
Might have
two
been up.
judges would have had it for Usman.
So then why does it matter?
I don't know, because Colby's Colby.
Because
you know what I
anything
mean?
could happen, man. He could have pulled off a Leon
Yeah.
Edwards ass kick.
Colby's
You know what I
fucking
mean,
Colby.
dude? Yeah,
Yo,
man.
we
What
got
a fight that
we
was,
got
though.
to get them other viewer questions though. We got to get them.
Oh,
other-
right,
yeah,
yeah,
I was going to
yeah,
say we're
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
fucking
my bad,
slipping
my
away
bad.
here.
Let me get to Finn. Hello, Finn. Finn says, the version of Leon Edwards that fought in the third fight against Usman beats any welterweight ever.
I agree.
Any
I agree.
welterweight ever? Any?
Yeah,
Name me one.
Makachev beats him.
Yeah,
No,
Makhachev.
not in the third fight. No way.
Nah, man, because I don't think Usman was
Yes.
like he got a takedown here and there, but like I don't
Do you know, with
man.
the point
Took him-
deduction?
It took him ages to even shoot a takedown, from what I remember. But I don't know,
Who
man.
got the point deduction?
Leon did, but Leon was sharp in that fight, man. That's like the sharpest we've ever seen Leon. That's such an underrated performance, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know,
like-
bro. I don't think it was that. I don't know.
Leon is.
What do you mean
is
you don't
the-
think it
is
was that
top
what? You don't
3,
think it was
4
that what?
I don't think it was,
welterweights of
bro.
all
I
time.
think with the point deduction, it could have been a draw.
Fuck off.
Leon
No
is already one of the
way.
greatest welterweights of all time. No,
No
like,
way.
that's not. I
Usman
don't think
won-
that this is a crazy take.
Usman won like one round.
I mean, I haven't watched it. I mean, I watched it like twice.
I watched it
Bear in
so
mind.
many times. I'm telling you right now, Leon was so much more better than Usman that night. Completely,
Yeah.
he hurt him big time with a knee, the
Yeah.
uppercut.
Leon
the
is a
timing
top
was
3
on his-
welterweight though. That is true. I do agree with that. I
Top
do
Do
agree.
you
Three,
think
yes.
Prime that version of Leon though? I feel like he could still lose to Carlos Prates.
No.
You know
yeah,
what?
he could
Stylistically-
styles, yeah. He could.
Stylistically, he probably doesn't ever beat Prates. So beats any what? Because then that means would he beat GSP?
Probably could.
GSP, yes.
Yeah,
he
I
would.
mean, yeah, I could see it. Who
Probably
else would?
could.
That means
I
also
just
we're-
think. Do you not think though, the Usman that fought Covington in? I don't know, but where does
are they
Usman's
that
prime?
different?
Where does Usman's prime end?
After the Leon fight, the third one.
You
yeah,
think?
after the third one.
Yeah, after the third one, yeah. Because he was dominant in that second one. Let's not act like,
Yeah.
he was very
Yeah,
dominant.
and
in
you know
second
that
one.
was the elevation. A lot of people will say Usman was washed in the third fight, but Edwards won the first round. He had full mount.
Yeah, he got the trip, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he,
I think
wait.
he's still right next to his prime. He's still right there.
you think?
So
What Usman you
wait,
think so next to his prime? It's fair. It's fair. It's not even a bad show. I mean, who else
Still
is he
very
lost to?
close.
do you
All
think
his 3 losses are like have asterisks.
Yeah.
do you think Leon would beat Robbie Lawler?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa. Let's not. Let's.
Man, I don't know, man.
I don't. I wouldn't say that's like a foregone conclusion though. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
it's because Leon switches off
what
too
is-
much,
what is
man, and
Robbie
Robbie
Ro-
doesn't stop.
Robbie Lawler's
Robbie
one of the best
Lawler-
strikers.
fight
Robbie Lawler's
style.
one of the best
What is
strikers
his-
of all time.
What is
Robbie,
his fight
Robbie was
style?
good, man. Robbie
Dude,
was good.
watch his Hendricks fights. Those dudes were like low key. We're talking like boxing and MMA.
Yeah.
Those dudes were like they actually.
Do you
put some
think
good
Leon
combination-
would beat a prime T Wood?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Although I
Yeah.
do think
Yeah.
Leon would
You'll
be a
chip
bit
away. You'll
hesitant in
chip
front of him.
away. No, because I think at the range you would be able to fight at. I think you'd
Do you
just
think?
chew
Do you
away
think
at
T
leg.
Wood's too one-dimensional for Leon? Maybe.
Just not enough output. Not enough output.
You know
What
who I think? What about
about
like
Hamza?
Carlos Condit and
Oh,
those guys?
Connick gets destroyed by Leon. Destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Condit-
about
I love
what about
Condit.
Hamzat though at 170?
What with Leon?
No, Hamza had finished Leon in one round. I do
Hamzat
even
would have
still.
just Hamzat would have made him like eat shit on the floor.
So
if he
that means
wanted
we
to.
don't
like
think he would
Step
be...
Brothers. You know, like Step Brothers when they get the fucking old man to lick the dog shit. That's what Hamzat would have done to Leon Edwards.
So
He would
we
have
don't
forced
think
him
he
to
beat
lick
every
dog shit.
welterweight then. We don't think that version of Leon beats every welterweight then.
No,
I
but
don't
a good
think so.
portion of them. A good portion.
I think
of
good
them.
amount, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he would beat Shavkat. Shavkat, I don't know, man. Shavkat.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
a cool.
that's
That would have been a
Oh
sick
well,
fight. That would've been a
did
sick
Prime
fight.
Leon not technically lose to Bilal anyway?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Bilal's a bad motherfucker. Dude,
Yeah.
Bilal's a bad motherfucker.
One hill I will die on. I think he would have beat JDM, but.
Although I will
I think he would.
say-
I think Jay, I agree with you there. I think he will. also
I
would
got
beat
called
agree with that
slurs,
too.
by the way, for that. I got called
I
slurs
seen
on
it.
Twitter.
I seen it.
No,
Oh,
you
you're a motherfucker on Twitter. You're a mother. I mean, dude,
bro.
go. Everybody
But a lot
that's
of
watching this shit. Whenever Jay tweets, just go look at his comments. And
Yeah,
them niggas are.
it's crazy.
He's
They
a ra-
they
he
hate
rage
Jay.
bait,
They
nigga.
hate Jay.
Bro.
They say I'm a rage baiter. No, this nigga got it, bro. Oh my god.
I'm
In the
rage
comments-
baiting.
Jay, I don't know, Jay. The thing is, you're not rage baiting, but them niggas are so enraged that you have a platform. Like they. Oh my god.
How many more viewer
You're-
questions we got? How many
Bro.
more we got?
We've got at least two more, should we say?
Okay. Yeah.
2 more.
ONC 34. This is the YouTube question. So guys, next time please get your questions in on YouTube.
Is this OMC?
ONC, I think it's
I
called.
think I know who this guy is. I think I know who this guy is.
How would Prime Cain Velasquez do against the top 10 at heavyweight?
What current heavyweight division?
Yeah.
Mate, he fucking slimed
he would
so
be the-
many
he
of
would-
them.
He'd be the champion.
All right,
Yeah, he
let's-
slimed
let-
so many of them.
We'll try to like. Okay, so number 10, Ante Delia.
Yeah, Cain Velasquez
Easy.
Kane.
wallops him.
All right, Derek Lewis.
Wallops
Easy.
him, takes him down,
Yeah,
drowns him.
Marcin Tybura.
Dude, people
Easy.
forget
Wallet
that Martian.
Easy.
Rizvan Kuniev.
Easy.
No, he's not got
Wallops
enough
him.
riz.
Easy.
Sergey Spivak. I mean, come on, bro.
Easy.
Batters him, like,
All right,
come on, man.
Waldo Cortes Acosta.
Dude.
Batters
easy.
him, a little fraud.
Waldo
like,
Cortes Acosta, man. People forget.
All
Fail
right.
boxer.
Easy.
Curtis Blades.
Wallops
Easy.
him.
Yeah.
Curtis plays the type of guy to beat Kane.
No.
Easy. Easy.
Sergey Pavlovich.
Yeah, he beats
Wall-
him.
Wallops him.
Easy. You already said that.
Alexander Volkov.
Yeah, he
Easy.
wallops him.
Wallops him, takes him down.
Cyril Gahn.
Wallops him, takes
Easy.
him down, takes him down.
Easy.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna,
beats
I'm gonna
him.
before we get to Tom, I'm gonna throw in one person who's not in the top 10 but should be Josh Hockett.
Josh Hawkett's a worse version of Kane.
Yeah.
I
right
feel
now.
like Josh
yeah. Well,
Hockett would
we
give
haven't
him some
seen it
issues.
now.
Josh
Josh
Hockett
Hockett
might
will
give
give
some
him
issues.
American issues. He'll give him American issues, but
Bro,
he'll
Kane's
fold.
American too.
He not Mexican.
He's both.
He's a bit of both.
He's both.
He's the best of both
Chicano.
worlds.
Oh yeah, he is Chicano. I forgot he's Chicano.
All right,
Okay,
Tom
my bad.
Aspinall.
Tom would knock him the fuck out.
No, he mauls Tom.
No, you know what? I
Tom,
think he
Tom
beat- I
clips
think he
him,
could
Tom
beat
clips
Tom.
him,
I
gets a
think
ground
Tom
and pound
clips him.
finish.
Tom clips him.
Tom is a one-dimensional English nigga. He's not clipping nothing.
right,
he has, bro, going against a nigga with real Mexican heart. No, you're not beating that.
Come on.
All right, but what about Alex Pereira? Assuming that he's at heavyweight now, Alex Pereira.
Oh,
We got to remember, Pereira's never fought anyone with that level of wrestling.
I think
Yeah,
Kane,
Kane
I think Kane
drowns
gets
him.
that. I think Kane gets that.
Unless Pereira comes in like JDS and starches him, then yeah.
Pereira, you remember
Yeah.
when I know Kane was out of his prime when he fought yeah, he was out of his prime when he fought Francis, but Pereira could probably catch him coming in.
hang on. Did you just contemplate
Speaking
whether
of that, why would the UFC?
did you just contemplate whether Cain Velasquez was in
No,
his prime against
No, I
Francis?
couldn't, bro. Let me
Please,
laugh. I'm
mate.
sorry.
There's something up with you and
Yeah,
knowing when
Alex
people's in
Pereira
the
does not-
prime, man. What the fuck?
Bro, it's not
Alex-
like Aldo
Alex-
when Aldo got whooped in his prime by Alexander Volkanovski. I know it's not like that.
It's not working, Ben. It's not working.
Alex-
Shut up. Carry on with the fucking viewer
Alex
questions.
Pereira
That's
does
not
not-
working.
All right, who's that?
Alex
who's the
Pereira
last,
does not hit hard.
What's that last question?
Like,
bro? All right,
Well-
bro.
The last
Go to the
question
next
is
question.
the last question is from Aiden, right? Hello, Aiden. Who do you guys think are the best unranked American and British prospects?
Ooh,
I would say,
heavyweight Mario Pinto.
yeah,
Low-key.
I would say Luke Riley. I like Luke Riley.
Yeah.
Coming off Cage Warriors. I would have said Lone'er Kavanagh, but
He's
Yeah.
going to be ranked.
A person that came off the top for me, I believe he's American. I think he's from Arizona. Jose Miguel Delgado. I like him. I think Delgado is potentially a future champion. Who else? An American prospect? I mean, well, is Hawkins still a prospect?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
'cause he hasn't
technically.
fought Blade yet. He hasn't
So
fought,
him.
so he's not a contender yet.
I think Hawkins, even though I dislike Hawkins, I do not like that. I hate him. I don't like what he be saying. But if I'm looking at him, I think he's what people think Gable Stevenson's going to be.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
A
I
good
agree with
American
that.
one. I think he's American. Joseph Morales in the flyweight division.
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
He's good, man. What?
If he was really that good, Emmanuel Rodriguez would have not called him out. We got to think about that stuff. He would have not called him out.
my god. Oh my days,
Right?
man. Nah, Joseph Morales is
Why are you
nice,
guys laughing?
man.
Am I not right?
No, you might be.
Then why?
I
Then
don't
why?
know.
If someone's good like that, then why would a nigga call them out when they're early in their career? Yeah,
Because he's
too.
stupid. He's
Well,
stupid.
they were on the
Rodriguez
same
is.
tough season, though, right?
You just think about
Joseph Morales beat him. That's why I called him out, because Joseph Morales already beat him.
Yeah.
He beat him on the Ultimate
Oh,
Fighter.
really?
Yeah. So
Was it-
shut up, Marauder.
He did.
I'll
How old
shut up
Joseph
with
Morales?
stupid takes, man.
Anyway, guys.
Actually, is Atiba Gauthier technically British?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, but we'll claim him.
I think
mean,
he
he
represents
trains
Brit.
on the UK, but
Yes,
maybe
that's good enough for us. We'll take it.
Oh, you know what? I know he's not in the UFC anymore, and he was technically a top contender, but Mohamed Mukayev. One day, also, we get him back.
Hang on, another one outside the UFC, and it's a woman, Dakota Ditchever. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like she's not even a prospect. I think she's just
she's
actually-
not, but she's outside the UFC, so I thought I'd claim it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't really know. There's not like a lot of American guys though or girls that I'm like.
Jacob Smith.
Yeah.
Ethan Ewing. Ewing.
Yeah, Jacoby Smith. Yeah.
Jacob
Nigga,
Smith
but-
first,
Nigga
though.
just say Ethan Ewing.
Yeah, the guy who just beat Matt. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
he was really
yeah.
good against Wallmaker.
Is-
Yeah.
Payne-
Malcolm
is
Wallmaker is some hot ass. That's why he beat him.
All right.
What the fuck?
Wait, is
Nah,
Peyton
no.
Talbot still a prospect or no?
No,
No,
he's
no.
he's ranked. He's
him being
he's
a
ranked
Triple
now.
C.
Okay, all right.
Bro, if
Right,
you
anyway,
guys,
Marauder, if you were
can
good with the eye
well-
test, you would see that Ethan Ewing was actually really good, but you're just not like established that way. So I understand.
That's why. That's exactly what I mean. That's why you should.
I'm not. I don't have a high body count in the MMA world. Meaning that I'm not easily impressed. That when I see somebody do something decent,
What?
he's the next big thing. He's the next big thing. Nigga, Malcolm Wallmaker is one dimensional. He's
Yeah,
not
I do
that
agree.
good.
But he's powerful.
He's not.
Right, anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all after Max Holloway beats Charles Oliveira. And yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Alfredo's going to be doing TikTok dances. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Bro, I swear to fuck.